Hey, what's up, everybody? Oh, here we are for week 3, Packers versus Saints. And yeah. If you've been following the injury report this morning, all those guys that we thought were going to play, they're not playing. Like, none of them at all. Like, holy crap. Matt LaFleur said this week in one of his press conferences that the fact that they have a Thursday game against Detroit, it absolutely would not affect decisions for who's going to play today versus not, because if they're healthy, they're going to go. To pull out the old line from Maury Povich, like the lie detector test proved that was a lie, because woof. Not playing today is Jair Alexander with his back injury, David Bakhtiari, Elton Jenkins, Aaron Jones, Christian Watson, Anthony Johnson Jr., and Zaire Anderson. So Anthony Johnson Jr., Zaire Anderson, obviously the smallest contributors on the list, predominantly special team safeties for both of them, but holy criminy. The other 5, pretty much just like pick a star on the Packers lineup and say, hey, you're not going to play today, because that's basically what we've got going on at this juncture. So we just adjust some value levels here, but woof, everybody. Obviously still hoping for the best, but this got a lot harder this morning. I think, though, ultimately the keys to the game are predominantly the same. They have got to get the ball out quickly today without Bakhtiari, without Jenkins. I've been calling for a lot more short passing work. I think today that's of the utmost importance, especially without Jones in there too. I don't really want to see another plotting game from A.J. Dillon or anything to that effect. Let's get the ball out fast, short completions. I get it to the speed guys too. In terms of defensively, I think you play it basically the same way, even without Jair. Do more man coverage than you've done in the first 2 weeks. Let Valentine take over Olave. See if he's ready for that. I think Rasul matches up very well against this version of Michael Thomas. So let him take that. But ultimately, trust your secondary, even if it is depleted, and let your pass rushers do the work. That's one of the areas where the Saints are most efficient. So trust your pass rushers to get home without dialing up a lot of blitzes or a lot of, unnecessary movement. Just trust your guys to actually get home this week. But, of course, with that being said, easier said than done. Packers are losing a lot of star power today. So, let's go. I mean, this is the kind of game, though, where if Jordan Love can trot out, right, his very first home opener as QB1, goes out there with like this shell of a team around him and somehow pulls out the victory now for the underdog Packers, since all the betting lines changed once the injury reports came out. This is the kind of game where if Jordan Love can do it, we're going to have to start having some real conversations about like the legitimacy of saying he is him is significantly more substantial. Not to overstate or anything like that. I don't want to call this a legacy game, but you pull this one out, your reputation goes up a bit, I think, pretty needless to say. So, see some people are here already. Good morning, David. Good morning, Don, Thomas, Chris, Commando G-Man. Hello, everybody. Chris saying, it's game day. Embrace the chaos. Beat the Saints. Go, Pack. Go. Hey, that's the hope, right? Tom is saying, exactly. Quick, short passes, play action. Right? That's my thing. Like, you're going against, even without Paulson Adebo on the Saints side, even without Marcus May, they still are an exemplary pass defense. And with their pass rush also being above average, minus Bakhtiari, minus Elton Jenkins, I think one of the best chances you have today is get the ball out. Without Aaron Jones, I don't want to see them run into the Saints front a lot. They're a lot better at pass defense than they are at run defense. Yeah, sure. But I haven't seen anything from A.J. Dillon to exactly say, well, the Packers can execute against that deficiency. Like, no, we're not seeing that yet. So get the ball out, get the ball to your other guys who are incredibly fast, Jaden Reed. Let's not forget that Luke Musgrave exists after the first 2 quarters of the game today. That can't hurt. Get the ball into the youngsters' hands and let's go play. Let's have some fun with this. And let's just have the young guys ball out. Commando G-Man saying, safe to say these injuries are getting, I think, too much. Yeah, it's just starting to feel silly. Like at this point, there's no other way around it. Like I said it right at the top, but like Matt LaFleur said that having Thursday against Detroit had no bearing against whether these guys would play or not. And I'm calling BS on that because Christian Watson got in a limited practice. Aaron Jones got in a limited practice. Even Jay Air got in a limited practice all on Friday. And now they're just not playing. I know at least Jones and Watson went out into the field to warm up today. And did both of those warm-ups go bad? Like, to me, it feels like those guys in actuality are probably ready to go, maybe in some form of limited capacity, snap count, whatever, but they're probably ready to play. But instead, coaching, medical all said 2 games in 4 days. That's a lot. Thursday's Detroit. We'd rather be in tip-top shape for that one. So let's make some business decisions here. Let's sit down today against the Saints, and let's just focus on Detroit. Certainly, this isn't like Jones and Watson just sitting around going, yeah, I don't feel like playing today. This is a decision I think is coming from on high, saying, like, we're looking at Detroit, and we're on that way. But, whoo. Yeah, Steve is real. Yeah, saying this is big for the young players. You ain't kidding. I mean, that's the thing. Like today, let the young guys go play. I mean, let's see some reckless football. Pull out all the stops, the kitchen sink coming out of the playbook, whatever it's going to take. Today, I mean, the star power is deficient in Green Bay on that roster right now. Thomas, good afternoon to you. Let's go, Pack, go, Pack, go. And I understand the mindset, I guess. Yeah, you know, understanding and approving are 2 very different things, right, Thomas? And that's kind of where I'm at. Like, I get it. And I get that divisional games are just a titch more important than standard regular season games. But this is football. It's not baseball. You don't have 162 games. It's not the NBA where you got 82 games. You've got 17. Every single game on your schedule matters. And you kind of just flubbed one up against Atlanta last week. So I don't know. I don't want to be like oversimplifying. Obviously, we don't know the details of the injuries, but I have a feeling Watson and Jones were kind of on a border as to, like, they could go, but they may be limited or they may experience some pain. So the med staff looked at that and said, well, we'd rather not have any risk at all of putting them in more jeopardy for Thursday by pushing it today. So we'll sit them today. And then after Thursday, they essentially get a mini bye. So we'll see. I don't know. But here we go. Kick off week 3. Now getting started. Oh, Packers home opener. And what is a semi, I don't want to say dreary, but certainly kind of a cloudy day in Green Bay. I do have all of the settings adjusted to be as quick as possible. So if I'm behind your game feed again, I'm sorry. Drop pause on your TV so we can line up. I know the pain. I'm just saying I've got all the settings pushed over as far as I can. So trying to sync it up as much as we possibly can. So Saints at the ball first on the 25. Derek Carr handing it off right away. I do believe that's the Rook. Kendre Miller already in. Oh, TJ Slayton pulling out the Gravedigger celebration already. Woo! He didn't wait to pull that one out today. My goodness. So if you're synced up with me, you see the Saints offensive line on the screen there. Trevor Penning and Eric McCoy through 2 games have both been the 2 kind of targets of a lot of pass rush thus far. So certainly something to be looking at. Quick incompletion there. That's going to get us to 3rd and 10. Well, hot diggity dog, you go defense. Thomas saying, come to Milwaukee and do a live. You know, I've thought maybe someday. I'm not going to lie. Noon games are the toughest games for me because I have a side job. I do Sunday morning. So it's always kind of a rush Sunday morning. Kenny! One of the few star players left for the Packers making a play right off the bat, sacking Derek Carr. Looked like a quick first glance, like 8-yard loss, maybe. So 4th and very long. Yeah, and there it is. Yeah, I believe that was against center Eric McCoy. Kenny blew right through him. That's the idea. That's the idea right there. They're targeting who they want to target already. So 4th and 19 now. Saints looking to punt. We're barely a minute into this game, and they force a quick 3 and out. Poor defense. And a very vertical punt that Jaden Reed gets, spins around, dances, and does a whole lot of footwork for about a 1-yard return. Chris saying, anyone seen any Colorado fans lately? Yeah, I did see a lot of interesting talk last night online, especially on Twitter, about like a lot of backpedaling of like, well, still winning 3 in a row was a major accomplishment for us. Like we're on the right track. So hey, that's part of being a fan, right? You backpedal for your team. But yeah, it wasn't pretty last night, was it? All right, here we go, J-Love. Home opening start number 1. We got Dontavian Wicks on the field. We got Josiah DeGuara and AJ Dillon. That a boy. Dillon trucking forward, gaining 5, 6-ish. And we got a flag. Because, of course we have a flag this early in the game. Holding on John Runyon Jr. Let's back it up. AJ Dillon trucked forward for some yards. So let's go backwards instead. Ay. Yeah. By the way, if you were curious today, I found these stats on Twitter earlier. Out today for the Green Bay Packers. We're not going to dwell on this all game, but it's just kind of funny at this point. Out today for the Packers is $50 million worth of cap, 8 Pro Bowl appearances, 7 All-Pros, and 69 career touchdowns. That's just silly. It's just stupid. Oh, full start on offense. Good. Let's back it up further. Oh, Royce Newman. Royce Newman getting the start at left guard today instead of Elton Jenkins. Apparently their plan with both Bach and Jenkins out was just to roll out Newman at left guard, and that is not the start we were hoping for Royce Newman. Whew. 1st and 25 for the Packers with about 13 minutes to go. All right, play action complete to Musgrave. Hey, there we go. The only thing I ask with Musgrave is continue to do those plays for him. Don't just do it in the first 2 quarters. J-Love smiling under center. That's fantastic. I love that. I love his confidence. Man, it's so good. Tom is saying you're on point today. All right. We got this timing thing down. Look at us go. The Gebels got him right where we want him. Absolutely. 1st and 25. That's where Love can feast. He just wanted more passing yards. That's all. J-Love in shotgun for 2nd and 15. And looking for somewhere to go. And he's running off to the left. He picks up most of the 15. Right on. Going to be 3rd and a lot shorter. Hey. When I said he wanted more pass yards, I lied. He just wants more rushing yards. That's it. Yeah, that Saints defense is more than legit. That defensive line is very good. Granderson's got 2.5 sacks already through the first 2 games. And if you're able to get through the line, then you got to deal with Demario Davis at linebacker. Woo! Yeah. Saints defense is mighty talented, and they are ferocious, even without May and Paulson Adebo. 3rd and 7 for the Packers. Play clock winding down. Quick completion to Romeo Doubs for most of it. Not quite a first down, though. Yeah, gain of 5. Going to set up 4th and 2. 4th and 2. And we're leaving the offense on the field. All right, 4th down. This very well could just be the thing where we're going to try to draw them off sides. But Come on, stop zooming in on dudes' faces and show the actual field. 4th and 2. Wow, we straight up stole a crap. What the? So 4th and 2, Packers try a trick play. He pitched it out to, I think it was like Emmanuel Wilson, who then threw it back to Love. Love couldn't catch it because the throw back to Love was low. So it winds up on the ground. Love recovers it. Once he's got it, he loses his footing. And then while almost doing the splits, just slings it down the field to someone who was open, but it was overthrown. What an absolute chaotic mess of joy. If that was Jiminy Christmas. Hey, I mean, we've been saying for years, right? Like, Packers don't do enough trick plays with Rodgers, and we're just doing whatever the hell we want now. Wow. What a mess. But it's our mess, and we love it. Let's stick with that. Jesus. How can you not love when the young kids just play? Man. Like Abel's saying, he almost did it again. I can't even be mad. That was too outright. That's exactly where I am. Like, that was so close to amazing. Jeez. I mean, at least it's early in the game, but like, whatever. Man, that was awesome. And it was that close to working. This is like watching wrestling. Yeah. If you're talking like WWE style, we can watch it with the levity of like, we don't know what the hell is going to happen, but it's going to be fun. If you're talking Olympic style wrestling, yeah, dudes are just flailing all over the place. Man, what a start to this game. I'm sorry. If you weren't watching the game, if you're just listening to me, that was one of the most silly plays I've ever seen. Just straight up fantastic. Oh my God. Yeah, Thomas already speechless. Man, you ain't kidding. That was absurd in all the best ways. If it would have worked, it would have been incredible. But man, the millisecond, I think it was Wilson, started to chuck it back to Love and it hit the ground. It was like, oh, okay, here we go. But Love still got to throw off incredibly while falling to the splits. God. Oh, let the Young Bucks play, right? Ay. All right, so here we go. Saints with the ball, pitching it outright, and they kind of pulled a Packers of last week, at least, doing a toss right into a whole bunch of defenders. Yeah, okay, so they're showing the replay now. The pitch was to Wilson. Wilson throws back to Love. It's not a good throw. It hits the ground, squirts through Love's leg. Love winds up doing the splits while the pass rush is coming at him, and he slings it over the top of Wicks. That was nearly one of the coolest plays in the history of the world. My goodness. Oh. All right. So on the run play that the Packers stopped, the Packers are called for what? Officially, Kenny Clark got called for a personal foul, which moved the Saints onto the Packers side of the field. Because they were stopping forward progress, and Kenny like shoved the helmet down to the ball carrier, but not even like into the ground. It was just a shove. I don't know. Sure, I guess it was a move of violence. Your idea of violence is patty cake. I don't know. Whoa! Yeah, quick gain for Chris Olave. And that's probably my chief concern with Jair out. I thought Jair would be doing a lot of match with Olave. He is their biggest receiving threat. Obviously, he does play a lot of slot. So I really thought this would be a game for Jair to play more match. And now with Jair out, I think a lot of that man match plan does kind of go by the wayside. And that may wind up being the result. Packers are going to have to figure out something for Olave quick. Oh, Kingsley and Agbare with the stop as well. Saints not able to run the ball at all at this point. Another carry for Kendre Miller goes nowhere, and Agbare stops it at the line. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. That was Taysom Hill, the ball carrier. Yeah, Taysom Hill kind of lost his footing as Enagbari tripped him up, and nada. 2nd and 11. Taysom Hill taking another snap at the quarterback position. Derek Carr on the sideline. And rookie Kendre Miller getting another carry, and it goes for 5-ish. So we're going to be walking into a 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6 type situation. When you keep getting penalties on your favorite team, it's like biting your tongue, eating your fave food. Especially if it's on a play that they actually did well, right? Like, it's bittersweet and still ultimately bad. Saints going again here, 3rd and 7 officially. Derek Carr back under center. I think that's Tony Jones in the backfield with him. And Rashawn getting good push. Doesn't really matter when the running back is allowed to run out without being covered at all. So pass attempt for the Saints. Packers got good push on it, but the running back basically just kind of ran an out from beyond the backfield. You can get all the pressures in the world, but if you don't remember to cover the running back who just runs wide open out of the backfield, the offense is going to win. And there they did. 1st down, Saints. Taysom Hill back in at quarterback. Saints just doing whatever they want offensively, I guess. And Hill basically with a quarterback draw, runs into his own guys, runs into a couple Packers, winds up being a gain of about 5. Like Kebble's saying, Kenny mean today. Let's go. A little less mean after whistle, though, right? If he could just rein in, like be mean when the play is going on, that would be ideal. We don't need to hand the Saints 15 free yards today, that's for sure. Also saying, biggest difference so far, edges are staying disciplined. Yes. Yeah, edges are looking very good thus far, and it's helping in the run game a ton. They have just got to remember to cover the sweep or out. It just seems like anytime a running back runs a route out to the sideline, something goes haywire. Carr going to the end zone and incomplete. Yeah, just out of the reach of the Saints receiver in the back of the end zone. I don't think he would have gotten both feet in anyway with Rasul in coverage. That's going to go down as an incomplete 3rd and 5 for the New Orleans Saints. Here we go. 3rd and 5, 6:44 to go in the first. Saints with the ball on about the 8-yard line of the Packers. Boop. Son of a. All right, so Carr drops back and he throws it for a touchdown. Complete to Jimmy freaking Graham, of all people. If only he would have done that a little bit more often in a Packer uniform. But no. He only wants to do it for the Saints in Lambeau. Meh. So, Jimmy Graham with the touchdown, and the Saints take a quick lead. Of course it was Jimmy. Yeah, right? Right? If only he would have done that more often for the Packers. And the extra point is good. 7-0 New Orleans Saints. 6:40 to go in the first. Packers have got to come up with something to answer. I just don't think this is a game where you want to fall much behind, given all the inactives today for Green Bay. Embrace the chaos, then embrace the mess. Right? If there's chaos, it may result in a mess. If you're going to embrace one, embrace the second one. I mean, yeah. Right? We talked about the ebbs and flows of a young team. We talked about that a bunch last week. The really disappointing thing last week was the fact that it was a lot of the vets that let the Packers down last week. This week, there aren't that many vets playing, so we'll see how it goes. All right, let me just adjust the banner here to reflect the Saints taking the lead. Yes, indeed, it is 7-0 Saints, but still the highest score of the day goes to injuries because there's too freaking many. Hey, Volt. Yep, 7-0. Thomas saying, need to make a statement now. Get that drive going, right? Again, get the ball out of Jordan's hands, get the ball moving. An answer drive is I don't want to say necessary. It's too early in the game for that, but it would go a long way to being helpful today. If the Packers can put up some points here, cut into this deficit right away, and really just get a little bit more momentum on their side. And I want them to do it quick, like methodically work the way down the field. One of those types of drives. I'm not necessarily scared of the Saints pass rush, but it is certainly an above average pass rush. I mentioned Ganderson on their defensive end. He's already got 2.5 sacks on the year. Of course, you've got the guy on the TV screen right now on the other side of the defensive line. Shepard, one of their new defensive tackles, has been getting really good pressure throughout the first 2 weeks of the season. They do have competent blitzers in terms of like Zach Bond, who's been a competent linebacker blitzer for a while in the league now, former Wisconsin Badger. So, and Jimmy Graham doing a kind of Lambeau leap. Yeah, saying hi to some old fans. Jimmy, I wanted you to succeed as a Packer. It's never quite happened. And stop doing these WWE plays from Steve, right? I mean, hey, it was fun. It was fun, but let's go back to like being efficient and quick strike now, shall we? It might be beneficial. Kick goes out of the back of the end zone, and the Packers are going to start with the ball on the 25. Yeah, let's just keep showing this replay. Why not? Ay. Thomas saying Graham did not jump in the stands. Not completely, but he certainly stood up into the stands. So let's see how they do offensively now. 6:40 to go in the first. Packers, of course, have that looming Thursday matchup against Detroit. Obviously, that's a big game. So should have been today. There's only 17 of them on the schedule. But under 5 to go on the play clock. Love just getting under center, and he does get the snap off. It's play action, rolling to the right, and finding Romeo for first down, about a 14-yard gain. Oh, and he runs out of bounds right into the loving arms of Aaron Jones. Lovely. First down, Green Bay. Yeah, not the best ball from Love. Dobbs really had to go down to get that. It was nearly in the dirt, but Dobbs plucking it up and running his way for first down. We will take that. I have a feeling the Saints like to do a lot of matching. They like to have Lattimore go against the top receivers that they go against. They don't do it all the time, but it certainly is a key component of their defense. I think we are going to see a bit of Lattimore on Dobbs today. So I would get really used to that. Pass rush coming in for Love. Love rolling right, and Love basically throwing it out of bounds. We're going to get to second down. Yeah, I think that was... Yeah, it's Demario Davis with the pressure on Love there. Man, he's still trucking, still playing as well as he ever has for New Orleans. 2nd and 10 now for the Green Bay Packers. If you're wondering where Claudia is, just like last week, when we have noon games, she'll be joining us for half number 2. She's at work right now. She'll be here soon. So, sorry, you get just me for the first half. Our lovely host will be back soon. And 2nd and 10, play clock again, rolling under 5. Love dropping back out of shotgun, and we're going deep. We're going deep. Son of a... He overthrows Luke Musgrave. Incomplete. That's it. Like, that's it right there. I was asked this week on the Q&A, like, we've seen Love do great things, but what is it that Love has to do in order to officially reach the top tier of quarterback? And it's that right there. He needs to get more consistent with his deep ball. We have to see shot plays like that actually work for him to get into the top tier and for other teams to respect them more and more. It's going to be a vital necessity for this offense. But it's just not there yet. Oh, nice. Packers doing a little halfback sweep pass of their own, going out to Dillon out the left side. A.J. Dillon finding a lane, running for another Packer first down. That was nice. That was nice. Dillon found a lane. Musgrave, Reed, Toure, all laying down the blocks on the left side of the field, giving Dillon a lane, and Dillon breaking a tackle. Go Quadfather, Quadzilla. That's the version of A.J. Dillon we need. Right there. And again, play clock under 5. We're doing the Rodgers offense today. Dillon getting a lane, running for about 8. A.J. Dillon. Dillon heard the comments, y'all. He came to play today. Love overthrowing again from Thomas. Yeah, you ain't kidding. It's true. A couple saying his footwork has changed. I noticed he's not planting as much as he was. I wonder if that's a Clements thing at this point. I think so. I mean, Love going back even collegiately, he's always had the cannon, right? He's always had this arm to make 60, 70-yard throws, but it's whether it's on target or not, and that's going all the way back. Clements has vastly changed his game, but that is one area that continues to need refinement. And like you say, maybe it's they're continuing to tweak footwork to try to find consistency. I don't know, but got to find it soon. Dillon with the carry winds up going nowhere. Nice. They're showing Aaron Jones on the field, who seems to be moving very well in pregame warmups that they're showing, and yet he was out today. Got to believe that's at least kind of sort of ish, in part because of Thursday. Thomas saying Jones looks great, actually. Good news. Yeah. Warm-ups look great. What now? Another flag on the baby Packers. Refs having a conference. So Zach Tom with the false start, going to drag it back to 3rd and 10. That changes the options in the playbook pretty drastically. I mean, it doesn't sound like a ton, but the difference between 3rd and 5 and 3rd and 10 is pretty wildly different plays that you may call in this situation. A lot of the quick stuff goes out of the playbook now. So 3rd and 10, looks like we got 3 receivers over on the right side, including the tight end. Running back and wide receiver on the left, Dobbs being the one on the left boundary. Love tries to get the throw off, but pressure is coming in. It's batted up at the line. And this is going to bring on 4th down for the Green Bay Packers. But hey, in good news, the Chargers just put up points on the Vikings. So, hey, there you go. Vikings are losing. That always makes a slightly happier day. The couple saying, according to TV, Jones thought he had a good chance of playing. I bet he did, especially after getting in a limited practice on Friday. And I think he had one more this week. Like I said earlier, feels an awful lot like the guys that are playing versus not playing today is a decision coming from on high, not necessarily was determined by the pregame testing that they were doing today. Chris saying, no, I refuse to be afraid of Detroit, right? Funny story. I was actually out to dinner last night, and the waiter that I had is a really big Detroit fan, except he's like a lot more casual, right? But still, like, he roots for Detroit. He just doesn't follow the rest of the league. And he went to the back, printed out a Detroit Lions schedule, brought it to my table, and made me go through the Lions schedule and declare, like, wins, losses, or he did it for the party that I was with next to them. And we had a full-on discussion about the Detroit Lions schedule. It was a good time. If it's any consolation, Lion fans, at least in my experience from this waiter last night, also refuse to believe in Detroit too much at this juncture. So, yeah, but that is a big game coming Thursday. Yeah, like I was saying, there's 17 games in the schedule. Every single one matters. This isn't baseball. This isn't basketball. Part of the strategy in football is not load management like you may see in some of those other sports. You don't purposefully sit your stars just because. With that being said, I think there is a little hey, if they can only go once this week, let's make sure they go in that game, not this game, going on for the Green Bay Packers. Hey, Scott saying, I want Love to succeed. He's got to hit the deep pass. I agree, Scott. Like I'm saying, that's the one deficiency that we still see regularly. It's his accuracy and it's not that he doesn't have the arm. It's his touch in the throw. It's where the throw actually drops, comes down into the receiver's bucket, if you want to call it that. That's the issue. So often when you see quarterbacks struggle with deep ball accuracy, it's because they're basically overextending their arm, trying to throw it deeper than they can. That's not at all the case with Love. He absolutely has the arm to do it. And I don't wonder if part of what's going on with Love on these deep passes, because he still overthrows a bunch, I don't wonder if part of what's going on is Clements trying to get him to develop more touch, more of an arc, as opposed to a bullet down the field. And that's causing some of these overthrows because Jordan's trying to use his arm in a different way than he did collegiately when he was doing a lot more just drill it in bullet style passes. So another run for the Saints, and Kingsley Enagbari, I think, in on the tackle again. Another run of no gain for the New Orleans Saints. We talked coming into this game about how the Saints, one of the least efficient running teams in the NFL, they're showing it. And now without Jamal Williams and Kamara still out on suspension, they're showing it more and more and more. 2nd and 10 for the Saints, 2:38 to go in the first quarter. And, yep, short little out. Short little out that the receiver just kept on pushing forward. The Packers could not bring him down. I think that was Juwan Johnson, tight end for the Saints. I don't remember all of their numbers off the top of my head. But, man, the receiver there for the Saints just kept on trucking and gets a few more yards there. Makes it 3rd and 3 for the Saints. Big 3rd down here for the Saints. Carr and shotgun. Carr dropping back. Carr finding receiver. 1st down Saints. Olave again. Looks like the closest person to him was Eric Wilson, inside linebacker. So Packers inevitably on zone there. Olave just kind of sat down right in front of what the Packers had going on. Oh yeah, kind of a pick 2 for the Saints receivers. Regardless of what it was, no matter what they called, it wound up being a 1st down for the Saints. Like Campbell's saying, I still think roster-wise, Lions have a higher floor, Packers have higher ceiling if healthy. I would agree with that totally. I'm really looking forward to diving into the Lions extensively this week, but that is a sentiment that I certainly would agree with. Carr with a completion to his running back coming out of the backfield again, and that one goes for about 5. Steve saying, Love misses another wide open through another touchdown. Missed, going to start making that. Oh, another touchdown missed. Got to start making that. Yeah, Steve. No, that's what I agree with. He has to. Like, there is zero doubt about it. That is the deficiency for Love right now. 2nd and 6 for the Saints. They got they got motion going on. So 2 off to the right, 3 onto the left. And they wind up running it on 2nd and 6. Looks like it could be a 1st down for the Saints for Kendre Miller, but we got a penalty on the Saints, and it's coming back. Nice. All right, so that's going to make it 2nd and 16, or at least it should, for the New Orleans Saints. The Kebble's saying, I know the comparison is weird, but Rodgers also struggles to connect with faster guys under LaFleur. Yeah, actually, that's true. Rodgers just didn't. There always was a difference philosophically between what Rodgers wanted to do and what LaFleur wanted to do. And Yeah, I have further thoughts. I'll talk about that later. Another completion of the running back out of the backfield only goes for a few off to the right side of the field, about at the sideline. Scott, your play behind. Yeah, I've gotten all of the settings pulled up on YouTube that I can. So if there's a delay, I know someone mentioned earlier that I'm spot on with them today. Just kind of the nature of the beast when streaming. So if I'm a play ahead, play behind, right on, I apologize if it's not right with you. I've got all my settings adjusted. I've done what I can do. Just the nature of the interwebs. Steve is real. Yeah, saying the chemistry needs to get better for Love and his targets. In time it will. I know I used to play quarterback. I don't mean to laugh at your play experience at all. That's not what I'm laughing at. Yeah, but I mean, you're right. I think that this is more of a large technical issue for Love than it is getting on the same page or same wavelength with his receivers. We know a few weeks back there was the one overthrow to Musgrave, and then LaFleur said after the game that Musgrave actually has got to plant his foot and run that route more vertically. It wasn't necessarily Love's complete fault. It didn't look as egregious of a route like that for Musgrave this time around, but there always could be things like that. Regardless, I tend to think this is such a consistent issue for Love that it's about his technique, it's about his delivery, it's about what they're trying to get him to do when throwing the ball versus just knowing where the receivers are going to be and when. When the offense tries to do really quick stagnant play or really quick plays and it goes stagnant, then I think it may be a chemistry issue. But deep, that's not personally what I see. Like Kebble's saying, Campbell not on the field, blue tent is up, but not sure if he was seen going in. Indeed, he was in the tent talking to staff, no helmet yet. That's not a fun absence if Campbell needs to leave this game. With how much the Saints are running the ball, that is not a fun absence, and certainly not another one that the Packers can afford to do much of today. Scott, commercial break. Yes, indeed it is. Still 7-0 in this game as the first quarter is going to be coming to a close here any minute. Thus far, I mean, we're seeing a lot of the stuff we predicted, right? Saints still trying to run the ball. They're just not very good at it. Very, very inefficient running team. The deep ball doesn't work for them a lot because of their pass pro, so they wind up doing a lot of quick passes. That is what we are seeing. So 3rd and 9 now for the Saints as they try to get something going. Carr 7-9 for 52 yards and a touchdown. Gary! Rashawn Gary in with a sack. Nicely done, Rashawn. Whew, good to have him back. I don't think he was going to be on a snap count today. He was given no injury designation. LaFleur said that, we'd see if there would be a snap count. I think he's full go today. And man, it's good to have him back going full Bane Gary today, bringing down Derek Carr, forcing a 4th down. Punt for the Saints, and it's caught by Jaden Reed about the 34, and he begins to bring it up the field. Again, dancing, tackled out of bounds for about a 2-yard return. And we got a flag on the play. Another one. Refs just want to get their voice heard. Oh, yes, got to see that. That ain't cool. Oh, neat. It's a penalty on Jonathan Owens on the Packers. Or, wait, what? He said return team, but the TV graphic said... Yeah, okay. So it is on Owens. All right, so... Really? It didn't seem to be... I mean, it wasn't egregious. All right, regardless, here we go. 1st and 10 on the 25.5-yard line for the Packers. Yeah, Campbell going into the tunnel. No, that's Emmanuel Wilson getting the toss. Wilson getting about 5. Glad to see they're at least using Wilson today. Scott saying Dylan looks better today. Yes, on the whole, Dylan looks more himself today. And they're going to need it. Owens mugged a man. Come on. It wasn't that much. He didn't take his wallet. 2nd and 6 now for the Packers. 13:45 to go in the half. Ball on about the 30-yard line. Love in shotgun. Jaguar off to his right. Wilson behind him. Wilson getting the handoff and gaining a few. 10 straight games allowing 20 or fewer points. Yeah, I know. The Saints defense is good. We're all aware. Thank you so much. Wilson just took Newman. Yeah, but at least it didn't result the same as when Dylan took out Jenkins last week. I mean, we can say that. That's ultimately a positive. But 3rd and 4 for Love and company. Love dropping back out of shotgun. Love finding somebody. That's a first down for sure. To Luke Musgrave. And Matt, I think it was Tom who said earlier that he wound up benching Musgrave in fantasy. Ooh, might not have been the wisest choice today. I'm very sorry. Musgrave coming up with the catch and the first down. Oh, I like that play design a lot. Musgrave kind of sneaking outside of the wide receiver and just kind of popping into the opening there in the zone, coming down with the first down catch. The Kebble's saying ankle for Campbell. That is less than ideal. Jaguar in and tight end off the left side. Patrick Taylor in the backfield with Love and shotgun. Love takes the snap. Love evading pressure. Ooh, breaks the sack. And he runs. Picks up a few. We will take that. Thomas, yes, sir. Yeah. Sorry, Thomas. Yeah, I mean, Musgrave's going to be a frequent target today. Hopefully they don't forget he exists in the second half again. Scott saying Love running head first, not good. Yeah, and he's beginning to make a bit of a habit too, much to Matt LaFleur's chagrin. Handing it off to Emmanuel Wilson. Wilson breaking a tackle, going out left. First down, Packers. But hey, there's a flag because why not? Holding on Jaden Reed. Let's just back that up a little bit, shall we? 11:22 to go in the half. Packers offense just wants to keep playing. So every time they gain a yard, they're going to back up a yard. It's a good way to stay on the field. But yeah, you love to see Emmanuel Wilson breaking tackles. Might earn him some more playing time, that's for sure. 2nd and 15 now for the Packers. 75 total yards, 55 penalty yards per the TV graphic from Fox. That is not a good way to win football games. Love and shotgun dropping back, and Love incomplete. Tries to get it into Malik Heath. Incomplete. Fast guy injury. Packers comment about hamstrings last year. These dudes are fat and slow. They wouldn't be pulling as many hamstrings. I just got that to say. Look at me. I've never pulled a hamstring in my life. All right. Yeah, that was just straight up knocked out. So 3rd and 15 now for the Packers. Like Ebels, run the play again. Eventually you'll run out of the field to lose. Yeah, that's why I said gain 1, lose 1. It's not supposed to be gain 5, lose 10. That's not a good way to win it. And Love dropping back again. 3rd and 15. He's dancing, trying to find somebody. Chimney tries to get it in there to Toure, but that is broken up. Marshawn Lattimore in coverage. And that seems to happen a lot. That the Packers run these curls or back shoulders or, just ultimately any type of route that winds up coming back to the quarterback. I don't know. I'll have to take a look and see if Love is waiting too long to deliver that ball or what? But it just seems that those are broken up more often than not over the last 3 weeks. It's really got to get improved. And punt return for the Saints. Oh, what a big punt return for the Saints. Son of a biscuit. That's a touchdown. 76-yard punt return for the Saints. All of the injuries were to offense and defense, not special teams. The hell's y'all's excuse? Don't tell me it was Zane Anderson's job to bring that guy down. I mean, and that's the thing. It wasn't even on this particular punt return for 76 yards. It wasn't even missed tackles. It was just he found lanes and took them. Oh. That ain't good. That ain't good. Thomas, you feel the energy draining on offense. I mean, the energy just drained out of the entire stadium. Yeah, 14-0. Scott, you got it. Extra point good. 14-0 officially. Not good at all, says Thomas. You ain't kidding, Thomas. Long way to go. 10:30 still to go with the second. And Packers are going to go right back out there on offense, which, hey, that's a chance to cut into it right off the bat. So is it ideal? No. But there's a long way to go, too. The couple saying Rich B spotted with a gun. Oh, I can only imagine what he is saying right now on the sidelines. And Steve saying, man, it doesn't look like the Packers are ready to play. Come on, guys. You know, they came out, especially the first drive defensively, they came out fired up. I think the offense, you know, I don't know. In my personal opinion, watching this, I don't see it like one of the games last year where the Packers just came out dead and by all appearances not caring whether they win or lose. I think this is a team offensively that is feeling the loss of realistically their 4 best offensive players. That's so much to overcome. You know, we're seeing routes and separations smaller than it ordinarily would be if Watson were running the routes, or we're losing giant Aaron Jones' dynamic play out of the backfield, his ability to be more than a running back out of the backfield. I don't know. To me, it doesn't look like a team that doesn't have heart. To me, it looks like a team that's just it's playing a whole bunch of young dudes who are still just learning how this game works. Whew. I'm about to bring the Saints voodoo doll out, right? Yeah. You know, I actually thought about that, right? Like once I saw the injury report, I was like, which little old lady in New Orleans has got a Packer doll with like a G on it and they just keep on poking it with the pins, right? That's when I was wondering, because where's all this bad luck coming from? Scott, if we don't do something soon, we'll be 1-2. Yes, that is factual. Like was saying, feels offensively like we are the pre-Cowboys game of last year. No one thinks we can go deep. Game is getting more and more sticky and confined. Yeah. And to echo that, I mean, like with what Scott is saying, had Love hit Musgrave, we'd be tied. I mean, in order for defenses to respect the deep ball, the Packers have to complete a few of the deep balls, right? And that's just very much where we are. The Packers have not been able to complete one of these shot plays. They should have been able to by now, but they haven't been able to. And again, that's Love's deficiency to this point. He's doing a lot of things incredibly well. He's not doing that well. So we are where we are. And this is a young team that needs to continue to work on it and progress. And it's kind of just that simple. All right, 10:30 to go in the half. Keyshawn Nixon, he bringing it out 8 yards deep. And stopped at about the 19-yard line-ish, where he's pulled down. You know, Rich Bisaccia said this week of Nixon's tendency to bring it out from 8 yards deep in the end zone, that Nixon returned it when he was told to return it. That's well and good, but even for a kick returner as good as Nixon, bringing it out 8 to 9 yards deep out of the end zone every single time may not be best practice, considering that a lot of those returns have been like that one, where they kind of sort of reach the 20. And if you just would have taken the touchback, you'd be on the 25. And for an offense without its top dudes and struggling to get much going, 6 yards may help. So Love again in shotgun, very shotgun heavy game plan today. Takes the snap, winds up throwing it out to Musgrave. Musgrave tries to break the tackle, can't, winds up being an 8-yard completion. You said witchcraft. Well, yes, I did. I want to know which little lady in New Orleans is doing this. And Scott saying missing 4 starters hurts, but the talent is still there. Yes, this is still a very talented offense. Substantially younger than it was planned to be. It was already like the youngest one in the game. Now it's significantly younger than it was planned to be. Plus, I mean, just your top end guys. I mean, it's not like they're missing wide receiver 2 and running back 2. And, you know, they're not all best offensive linemen. There we go. There we go. Love completing it to Wicks for a first down. The Kebbles, I see your comment. Where is he? I'm looking for him. Nixon in on offense? Did that really happen? If he did, I completely missed it. Oh, nice. Glad Musgrave didn't pluck that one out of the air. That ball was intended for Wicks. There we go. Scott Nixon, oh my God. Like I was, and I don't know, but Andy reported, oh man. Oh, Nixon! Yes, it's happening! Yes! Yes! I said it in the opener. When your entire offense is missing, you pull out the kitchen sink from the game plan. And Keyshawn Nixon, the cornerback, on an end around. I love it. I love everything about it. Taking it for a first down for the Green Bay Packers. Yes. Yes. Beautiful. Steve, we get positive plays, then they get taken away on penalties. Yeah, a theme of the day thus far, right? How many times have we seen it where like Dylan had a good run of 7-8 yards and then, oh, there's holding. So negate that and back up 10 yards. It's not a good way for a young offense to go. No doubt about it. First down, Packers. Here we go. All right, Musgrave out left, 2 receivers down to the left side as well. Love with more play action. And we're going deep into triple coverage. All right. I'm not sure. I understand the want to do a shot play to Toure. Maybe not into triple coverage is the ideal way to go about it. That was a bit rough. That was a bit rough. I mean, it wasn't a bad throw if Toure was single covered, but whoa! Love taking the snap, doing a spin, tossing it to Reed, who does a spin and is tackled. Okay, fine, whatever. Looks to be like a loss of 1 on a completion and another penalty. Fun. What do we got now? Hey, holding on the defense. That's a first down for your Green Bay Packers. And I think he was the first round pick. Yeah, he was. I think like pick 27, Brian Brees out of Clemson, the defensive lineman. Dolphins up 21-7 over the Broncos. Well, that's fun. Thomas saying another deep miss. Yeah, I mean, the throw wasn't bad that time. The throw was on the money. Just, don't throw it to where 3 defenders are. That seems to be wise. Love again in this formation with a running back behind him and someone off to the right and doing like a modified shotgun. Dylan getting the carry. Dylan punching it forward for about 3-4 yards. See where they mark it. Scott saying, if not triple covered, good throw. Yeah, exactly. Like that one was at least on the money. It's just he was triple covered. Lekebel saying, Jordan feeling that senior year of Utah State pressure, wanting to make a play. Keep calm, young Padawan. Yeah. I mean, it's true. Love certainly has that very Rodgers-esque, if you will, in that, like, screw it. No one's out there? I'm slinging it. Yeah, little hero complex maybe from his days back at Utah State. And yeah, man, another quick route, but Taylor breaking that up to Dobbs. It's going to be 3rd and 5 for Green Bay. Those quick routes, just so many of them get broken up. And that is one of the differences, I believe, between, now I know that one was to Dobbs, right? Dobbs is obviously one of your starting receivers, and from the instant replay, probably should have caught that in his hands. But that to me is like these quick game, that gets a lot easier when you've got Aaron Jones, when you've got Christian Watson. It's just an unfortunate reality. Those guys get better separation in tighter spaces than a lot of the Packers' depth players, like a Dontavian Wicks or someone to that effect. So 3rd and 5, Packers give a carry to Patrick Taylor. We got flags all over the place. And we'll see what the call is. Volt. Dylan just ignoring the massive space. Dylan was terrible at finding the hole. Yeah, you're not great at it. You ain't kidding. Scott, you're on it. Another false start. Illegal formation. Uncovered. Uncovered. It's really not on Rasheed Walker. It's really going to be on one of these players having to cover him up. If you don't cover him up, then all of a sudden that's going to be the illegal. Sorry, I'm genuinely not quite positive what just happened. All right, 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10 in shotgun. I mean, I know it was a false start, but the whole uncovering part, I want to read about that. There we go. There we go. See, dig nabbit, I should have added Dontavian Wicks in fantasy. Wicks with a quick out. That's a 1st down for your Green Bay Packers. Nice. I mean, that was quality play. We have more flags than we have positive yard plays. Oh, the like Hebble's bringer of joy and good news. Thanks, bud. Scott saying I'm starting to really like him. Yeah, when it comes to Wicks. Yeah. I mean, I was never the biggest Allen Lazard fan, but in my opinion, that's what Wicks is. Not as big as Lazard, probably a little bit quicker. Better at big plays, but I'm talking about in terms of your wide receiver to do the dirty work. The one that you're going to call on when you need good run blocking. The one that you're going to call on when you need to make a catch in the middle of chaos. That's going to be Wicks's role on this team for a very long time. All right, and a run for Dylan for a gain of 1, 2nd and 9 for the Packers. 5:15 to go in the half. Yep, Dylan shifting to be next to Love. Love again in shotgun, 2nd and 9. Love dropping back. Dylan just got annihilated from a pass rusher. Just no separation on a lot of these throws today. Just none. Yeah, I mean, Love trying a deep ball to Dobbs there for about 25 air yards. And I mean, it's Taylor is all over Dobbs. Dobbs trying to make a one-handed contested catch at about the 5-yard line. And just no separation on that play at all. It's not helpful. 3rd and 9 now at the 28-yard line. Love dropping back. Oh, we got a free rusher. Yeah, all right. So Love dropping back with the ball. Pass rush coming in. And yeah, Taylor. So Taylor, the corner for the Saints who just made the breakup with Dobbs, now winds up blitzing Love, brings Love to the ground, but Love kind of gets rid of it as he's going to the ground. I mean, at least he didn't take like a 15-yard loss on this. Oh, they're ruling it a sack. Neat. So, yeah, they wind up losing all of those yards on a sack officially for Taylor. Now we need to see if it knocked him out of field goal range or not. ugly. No one picked up the blitzing corner at all. Yeah. Like I was saying, they're secondary doing the Jair tactic. Don't touch the guy, but block his ability to catch the ball. Yeah. And it works, right? There's a reason the Saints are one of the best secondaries in the NFL. And Taylor's very much a part of that. I know that they're missing Paulson and Debo. That's a big loss to their corners. But Taylor has been their starting slot corner all year. Like Taylor is one of their 3 starters at corner. And he's playing like it today. I have yet to see the Packers really attack that third spot, really attack that depth player that the Saints have in. So, hey. 4:32 to go in the half. 4th and 22 upcoming for the Packers as we're just kind of chilling, maybe heading into a TV break. Yeah, there it is. All right, heading into a TV break. Love can't keep taking himself out of field goal range. I agree, Scott. That was just straight up not a good decision. It's like he realized too late, oh, I got to get rid of this. And it was already as he was way too far on his way down. I mean, plus he wasn't getting that past the line. It was basically just right into the dirt. He had to drop it off. So, I mean, you're right. Love needs to identify. And again, maybe that just goes back to Love trying to force a play, trying to make something happen. But nothing's happening. Instead, he takes a sack for a massive loss. And I don't know. I mean, if they do try a field goal here, it's going to be long. It's going to be longer than the one LaFleur decided not to take last week. So I don't know. We just got to see what they're going to do here. Like Hebble's saying, according to TV, this corner blitz is something the Saints have been able to stop GB from IDing pre-snap, which makes a lot of sense, right? Considering that Taylor just ran into the backfield untouched. That does seem like an identification problem. Especially with the Packers holding in the running back as much as they have been to help with blocking. It's really disappointing. They got to adjust for that at the half, no doubt about it. Scott saying Rodgers did that a lot too. Yeah, to wind up taking the sack, right? Because he's trying to make a play. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. And maybe that was one big love learned from Rodgers, which goes on the bad side of the tally of bad habits learned. So, Oh, you know what, y'all? I never updated my banner. I never gave the Saints a 14. I guess I didn't really want to acknowledge that it actually happened. But injuries still in the lead with too many. Nonetheless, Saints up over the Packers 14-0 at this juncture. Thomas, can we start over? Yeah, please. The half is a whole new ball game. I'm just gonna try it all over. We're starting -14 for the second. Like I was saying, I think he was trying to make sure he wasn't throwing a pick when throwing it away. He kept spinning, my boy, just trying to find the opposing side of the field again. Let's get to the good half. Yeah, I would agree. I mean, that's one of the only rationales a quarterback has for not just chucking it somewhere, right? So, yeah, and indeed, it is a Dan Whelan punt, one that doesn't go into the end zone. So, marked improvement on that. And the Saints fair catch at about the 10-yard line. They're going to have 4.5 minutes to try to up the lead over the Green Bay Packers, already up 14-0. But yeah, I agree with Cubbles. I think that was Love going, I got nowhere to go. Crap, I'm going down. And then just do with it what he can, which was way too late. Way too little, way too late. So, and realistically, I mean, that single play right there cost the Packers a field goal because they were in field goal range. Losing like 15 on a sack is a really good way to get yourself out of field goal range. So, yeah. Not Love's finest day yet. Let's say that. 4-0 Saints. And look at that. Yeah, about a 20-yard run for the rookie Kendre Miller. Miller has not yet played to this point in the season for the Saints. He's been out with his own hamstring injury throughout the first 2 weeks of the season. So here he is, really, if that is Miller, I'm pretty sure that was Miller, making his NFL debut against the Packers. And he's a talented enough back. He was the Saints' 3rd round pick. Or no. See, I go talking about Miller, and then it was Tony Jones running the ball. My bad. So it was Tony Jones Jr. with the large carry. He filled in last week once Jamal Williams went out. He was activated onto the 53 this week. So pile up of bodies off of the side. Derek Carr going deep and broke it up. Woo! Thank the Lordy, Rudy Ford was there. Not that Rudy played that perfectly, but he did enough to break up that play. That would have been a 65-yard pass for the Saints. So, whew. Yeah, Rashid Shaheed, the route runner or the target there for the Saints. Oh, Rudy Ford showed off his recovering speed. Yeah, all right. Nice job, Rudy. Making sure that wasn't going to be complete. LeKebble saying, I think Campbell is out. Fantastic news. Fantastic. Wonderful. Lovely. Positive. Thank you. And Kendra Miller with are they going to give him the first? First down for the Saints, running his way to a first down. Thomas, we are going to start seeing the defense wear out again. I don't want to acknowledge the accuracy or potential accuracy. Yep. Quick out to Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill breaking a tackle. Come on. He's Taysom Hill. He's not Barry Sanders. You don't have to tackle his ankles. You can try to bring him down with proper tackling technique. Just throwing it out there. Give it a shot. Maybe it'll work. But Taysom Hill getting 9 yards. Man, come on. Scott saying, did you see the stats? Saints haven't scored in the first half today. No, I hadn't seen that one. That's not great. And another first down run for the Saints. Well, look at that. How fun. Kendra Miller running for the first. The Kebble's saying Valentine hurt, but in pain. But not in pain, but in pain. Hurt and in pain, like Kebble's? According to Herman. Oh my Lord. If Valentine is out, how far down the depth chart are we going today? Jiminy Christmas. All right. And so it looks like the Saints aren't going to get that off. All right. Holy buckets. Yeah, let me just do some. Yeah, I'm just going to check my own feed here. See what's going on. Holy goodness, my feed's outdated. Okay, LeCable saying in game and in pain. Okay, so Valentine playing through the pain thus far. Come on, man. Come on. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, I'm just trying to read for an update on any of these injuries about Campbell, Valentine. I don't know. Y'all, it might be time to start checking fantasy scores because woo-wee. But hey, you know what? Look, we're not even to the second half. Packers down 14-0. Packers have overcome more before. Maybe not this version of the Packers, but the Packers have come back from more than 14 points before. So, we're going to be here till the bitter end. Till the bitter end. We're going to be here. Ay. It's not fun as a diehard fan and you have anxiety and your leg can't stop going up and down like right? You can just, I don't know, you can just feel it. I not gonna lie, I very much adjusted my expectations. Like I already kind of went through that when I saw the injury report, and my first reaction was holy bleepity bleepity mother bleepity bleeping bleeping. Um, that was like, you know, that was kind of my attitude adjustment. And I came into this game like, okay, like pull out the kitchen sink. Um, Offense, he's going to have a hard time against one of the NFL's best defenses. They just are. Pull out the kitchen sink. Let's watch the young guys run around. Hopefully, we see some great plays. And if they can pull out a victory, great. Kind of is what it is. And I don't have to agree with the approach. Like, let's say that they are purposefully getting healthier for Detroit. Like, I don't have to necessarily agree with that approach. But the thing is, if you're doing that approach, like if they're, let's see, another carry here goes for about 2 for the Saints. But if you're doing that approach, then you better show up Thursday, right? Like if you're holding out guys for the Detroit game, or not, I don't want to make it sound like they're healthy and they're sitting them on purpose. I mean, like if you had to make the call between one game over the other and you favored Detroit for everybody, well, on Thursday, you best show up, right? Because that's the game that you are pushing all of your chips in. You're saying, let's give these guys 4 more days to see if they can go and not burn our chances of that by playing them today. So let's go all in on Thursday, right? If you're going to go all in, you best be right. And I will see. We'll see. But that's, I had some adjusted expectations coming into this game. Let's just have fun with the rest of it. Derek Carr with a completion goes for 6, maybe 7. Sets him up for 3rd and a couple. The Kebbles. Oh, I've been pacing since the Jimmy Graham catch, brother. Yeah, it was less than ideal. Yeah, my only reaction to that was it would have been nice if Jimmy would have done that when we were paying him $10 to $13 million a year. But no, come out of semi-retirement, go to New Orleans, and then do it for them in Lambeau. That's fine. 3rd and 1 for the Saints, and yet they're in shotgun, dropping back. Derek Carr dumping off to the running back, who is semi-open coming out of the backfield. Are they going to give him that first? It's close. It's close. I don't think they're going to give it to him. Nice adjustment by the Green Bay defenders to shove him out there. Tony Jones Jr. It doesn't look like he got the first. Yeah, minute 15 to go before the half. 4th and 1 for the Saints. Frankly, if I'm the Saints, yeah, it looks like the Saints are going to go for it. Jimmy Graham's on the field. Derek Carr's on the field. If I'm the Saints, up 14-0 too, I probably go for a rather decisive dagger here myself and try to go for this. But the Packers have been fantastic in goal situations thus far. Did they stand him up? Oh, it's going to be close. It's going to be close again. Huh? First down. First down. That might be one of the first. I'm sure I'm forgetting one. But that might be one of the first, like 3rd and 1, 4th and 1 type goal line situations that the Packers gave up so far this year. Well, the clock is ticking. 35 seconds to go. Derek Carr. Oh, cute. Derek Carr going deep. Valentine in coverage finds Olave. And now they're inside the 10, 31 seconds to go. Clock is stopped. I mean, dang. Like, Valentine was there. He didn't contest Olave much, but Valentine was there. Olave is just too good. And that's where they are. That's where they're feeling the Jair deficiency. Like, I would be very surprised if part of the plan today wasn't to get Jair and Olave. And yeah. Batted away. We're going to go to 2nd and goal. The Kebbles, I don't understand this game plan. Carr is worse as he holds the ball. Mug these receivers. I don't know. I mean, like, I'm sure you watched the preview, and I said it right at the top of the show today. Like, pass rushers do their jobs and press. this is one game where I think press makes a world of sense. I wouldn't have done it against the Falcons. I wouldn't have done it against the Bears. Against the Saints? Yeah, press them. Like, don't allow them to get down the field like this. It's what the Saints want to do offensively, and we're beginning to let them do it. I don't know. And we got a flag on the play following the carry that gained a couple. Thomas saying, sorry, it seems it will be 21 going into half. Hey, maybe 17. All right, maybe. We'll see. Maybe. What is this flag? What are we going? Taking forever, that's for sure. Okay. No foul on the play. Sweet. 21 seconds to go in the half, third down. Third and goal now for the New Orleans Saints. Don, what happened to Campbell? I know you're being facetious, but in seriousness, looks as though it was a ankle injury, right? Like Kebbles, you're the one following all the injuries. I believe it was an ankle injury for Campbell that has him out right now. And I just want to, was it the same ankle that he hurt in the preseason that he's been? Whoa. Everything good? Am I still here? I don't know. My screen just went black for a second and then it popped back. So, okay. Hope everybody's still here. I'm here. I'm rolling. All right. So, third and goal, 14 seconds to go in the half. So, how's everyone doing today? Well, let's just chat. Scott saying, yep. Okay. Thank you. Like Pebbles, yep. Ankle, not officially out, but not playing right now. Yeah, maybe we'll see him later. Maybe they're just going to hold him out. I frankly wouldn't be surprised of that at this juncture. Like Pebbles, wait, you vanished. So I got welcome back. I don't know. I'm just sitting here. Screen went black and then came right back. So I'm just glad I'm back. Whatever. Even my computer is like, let's just save the pain. Save the pain. Take some time off. Hey, must be witchcraft again, right? There's no. I understand some little old lady in New Orleans tormenting the Packers. Why she got to come after me? I'm not doing anything. I don't have an effect on this. I'm just trying to send good vibes. Third and goal. We got refs running. We got dudes standing up. Whatever. All right. Martin V saying Packers are not prepared. MLF should be embarrassed. I was saying this earlier. Thus far, this hasn't looked like a heart issue like so many games did last year. This looks like a Packers are running out of humans issue. Like we're getting down the depth chart, in my opinion. Sure, maybe they weren't prepared, but the odds were so stacked against them from the get-go today. No, I'm not really going to defend the defensive game plan that much. This isn't what I would be doing as defensive coordinator. This is the 1 week where I would have drastically changed up the plan. But here we are. Incomplete. See, there we go. But offensively, they're not getting much separation against one of the best defenses in the league. And they're utilizing mostly rookie and depth receivers. Yeah, and they're not getting anything. It's not overall surprising. Running the ball has been at times more effective than it was last week. Okay, that's good. Often up more pressure than they're normally giving up pressure so far this season. Yeah, Bakhtiari and Elton being out will do that. It's what it is. It's what it is. They're outgunned, outmanned today. 17-0 Saints. I mean, did I think it would be closer than this? Yeah. But give up a punt return and there you go. 17-0. Happy Kibbles noises. Yeah, only giving up a field goal will do that, right? Bend and crack, not bend and break. That's the Joe Barry way. Tom is saying you're right, brother. Field goal. See. I'm not any more happy, though. Hey, come on now. 17-0 is better than 21-0. Come on. It's better. Martin, they have zero energy and look flat, just seem unprepared. I get it. Look, I'm not like completely disagreeing. I'm just saying the odds were very, very stacked against them today. I mean, if you were to pre-week 1, right? If I were to challenge you to just make a list 1 through 5 of the 5 biggest stars, 5 most accomplished Packers, 5 guys that you want to see the most potential of, whatever, right? Name 5 off of the 53-man roster and don't include Love. Who are most people going to write down, right? Well, Bakhtiari is probably the most accomplished of the bunch. Yeah, he's got a neat thing, but like he's probably the most accomplished person on the team given career accolades. Okay, Elton Jenkins, hoping he returns to All-Pro form at left guard. Jerry Alexander, certainly one of the defensive leaders, one of the top cover corners in the NFL. Maybe Kenny Clark sneaks onto that list, but like, okay, let's look at the offense. You got Aaron Jones, you got Christian Watson. He's the superstar in the making, right? Well, guess what? 5 of the 6 that I named are out today. Any team is going to look like some form of hot garbage when facing that. And I'm not making excuses for them. It is just the reality they're facing today. Could they be playing better? Yeah. Yeah, no doubt about it. And I hope that they adjust at the half. But this is where we are. I don't know. I thought at least when the game started, they came out with some good vinegar. What really seemed to do it was the fact that the offense was 1 step forward, 2 steps back with the penalties. And then they just seemed to get this like, all right, well, nothing's going. So here we are. And yeah, I mean, the air is deflating out of the stadium quick. Let's not pretend it's not. Steve saying, well, let's see what the second half holds. First half wasn't too good. Yeah, I mean, you're right. Okay, let's say this. What I'm going to be looking for in the second half isn't necessarily, can the Packers overcome a 17-point deficit and win? No, it's much more like, can the Packers adjust? Can the Packers get momentum to go their way? Can they experience some form of offensive success despite the injuries? Can the defense not suffer any more injuries? Do all that, right? Play clean football. Play injury-free football. We're moving the ship in the right direction. Thomas saying LaFleur better get this team ready now. Yeah, I'm curious to know what's going to be said at halftime. That's for darn sure. Patrice saying this is not a good first half for our team right now. You ain't kidding, Patrice. Just bad. Just bad. Andy Herman posted a painful stat, but short version is Packers are now even point differential. Also, 3 quarters without points sucks, man. Let's go, J-Lo. Yeah. Yep. Well, and it's like we were talking about earlier, right? When you never complete a deep ball, when you only threaten it, but it's incomplete every time, defenses can get closer and closer to the line. And when the Saints have such an elite defense, even in spite of their injuries, it's still a star-studded defense. When they can close the field in on you, when they know all of your offense is going to take place within 20 yards, that every single route is going to wind up being a curl or a back shoulder or a hook or an out, it gets a lot easier to play defense. And that's what we're seeing the Saints do. The Packers are continuing to try these random shot plays. Sure. But it's not working. And it needs to work in order for this offense to get its juices flowing. Thomas, more than anything, all the NFL haters will be talking stuff again. Ignore them. That's fine. Like Hebel's penalties, I truly believe have robbed at least 10 points. Yeah, I mean, are we still close? I can look it up in a minute now that we're at halftime, but are we still at the juncture where penalty yards are basically equal to offensive yards? Because anytime you do that, you're going to have no success offensively, like to put it simple. So, Chris, John, you disappeared. I thought you passed out. I didn't pass out. All right. My screen went black. Okay. And then it just came back. I don't know what the frick frack happened, but hey, I'm back. Martin, true, but Watson is injury prone. Bach is a 50% time player. Jenkins injured again. Injury report is headed to his name. Josh, shocked he was out and GB needed him. Yeah, I mean, I have concern about Watson, right? Like, I'll just say that. I think that there is concern in that you've seen it before with a lot of these really big bodied explosive types that they wind up having a number of soft tissue maladies throughout their career. He wouldn't be the first, right? And that is concerning to an extent. Realistically, though, last year he missed 3 or 4 games. It was either 3 or 4. I'm sorry, I can't remember the exact number off the top of my head. So he missed 3 or 4 last year, and then he's missed the first 3 this year. Is it concerning? Yes. Am I willing to label him as some injury-riddled mess who we can't count on at this point? No, I'm not willing to go there basically 20 games into his NFL career. Bach, I think Bach is experiencing a setback, and they don't want to say it. Bakhtiari last year played 11 straight games. When he actually got going, he played in 11 straight games last year. The knee didn't experience any problems last year to where all of a sudden he couldn't play over a week. When he missed the end of the year, it was because of appendicitis and emergency appendectomy. Totally different than a chronic knee problem, right? This, whatever the hell is going on now, it ain't good. It's very concerning that he wasn't able to go on his home field today. I wouldn't be shocked if it's just straight up a setback and they don't want to say it. Dylan, surprisingly, is 5 yards carry. I know. He's been one of the pleasant revelations of the first half, seeming to run with a little bit more tenacity, let's say. J-Lo and LaFleur been best in quarter 1 and 3. Best of luck, offense. Right, if they're going to come back, it's coming in quarter 3. No doubt about it. Rocket knees. How about moving the throwing pocket, rollouts, etc. Get J-Love on the edge. Where is the creativity? Well, the creativity was in Nixon doing an end around and whatever. They're showing the replay right now. Whatever the flea flicker Jordan Love doing the splits while throwing thing was the creativity. Yeah, no, other than that, I know Matt LaFleur denied it this week. You know, Matt LaFleur in his press conference was asked, hey, when you have basically so many of your offensive veterans out, does that change the playbook for you? Do you have to simplify more? Do you have to get away from your full slate of kitchen sink options? And he said, well, I mean, part of it's natural, but we like to think that in OTAs and mini camps, we did a really good job of getting the rookies up to speed with the full offense. I'm not sure that that's the full-blown reality of the situation. I think that naturally, when you're going as far down the depth chart as the Packers are, they are probably simplifying. They are probably limiting what they're able to run. And pair that with an inability to complete a deep pass right now, and you see the Saints are able to tighten up the defense, take away part of the field. It's a really, really good way to be an inefficient offense. That's what it is. Offense is over 100 yards, 60 penalty last I checked. Well, hey, good news, like Gebels. Thank you for bringing the good. Hi, John. Hey, Peter. How you doing? Too many penalties, too many injuries, too much, Joe Barry. I feel so sick watching my Packers tonight. Oh, it's 8:30 p.m. in Bordeaux, France. Well, thank you for tuning in, Peter. 8:30 p.m. Sorry you're not having a more lovely evening on behalf of the Packers. I think you hit it on the head, though. Too many penalties, for sure. Too many injuries. Yep, playing too many depth guys. And too much Joe Barry. Look, last week, I wasn't willing to malign Joe Barry because I predominantly agreed with the philosophy they were employing against the Falcons. It just didn't work. Like, the players just didn't do it. This week, no, I don't like it. I don't like what we're doing right now. Martin saying, would you trade him to the Colts for Taylor? I see why they're interested in him. Watson? Would I trade Christian Watson for Taylor? Well, if you're talking about Watson, the rumors were that the Colts demanded Watson and like a round 3 pick or something like that. In which case, no, considering that you also have to be like, you're also going to be paying Taylor as well. Not to mention Taylor has had a few injuries of his own over the course of his career. I don't think you want to trade Watson for Taylor because like Watson is the future of your wide receiver position. He has the most unique, most, let's just say, superstar-like skill set offensively for you, at least at the wide receiver position. And I don't want to move on from that. I want to figure out what's going on with his body that his hamstrings keep pulling on him. He is still very, very early in his NFL career. And that's why I'm not really willing to label him any one such thing yet. So I wouldn't necessarily look that. Would I make a move for Jonathan Taylor? Yes. Yes. For now and the future, given the uncertainty of the running back position, I would do that. That I have no problem saying that I would do. Thomas, on a good note, the Packers East are losing to. Oh, see, well, good. Increase the betterness of that second round pick for the Packers, right? Let's do that. Yeah, let's at least root for that. Like I was saying, injury prone versus injury lingering was something I always felt should be distinguished. Rodgers was injury prone, hurt 5 of the last 7 seasons. Watson just seems to be lingering to me. Yeah, I mean, I think like ultimately you're kind of splitting hairs at some semantic differences there, but I understand the distinction you're getting. Injury prone being constantly suffering some kind of new malady, right? Watson being like, well, he pulled a hamstring, he's going to miss a week. Oh, now it's 2 weeks. Oh, now it's 3 weeks. Oh, it's 4 weeks. He still ain't ready. What the hell, right? Like I get what you're saying. Part of this fault, I believe, lies like why fans want to attribute like injury prone reputations, whatever, to players is because partly how the Packers handle their injuries in a communication standpoint, right? Like, for instance, last week, there was all of this talk about like, was David Bakhtiari actually hurt? Or is he sitting out because of turf? Right. And then it was this big conspiracy theory. And then David Bakhtiari gave this very angry press conference at his locker where he's like, it's got nothing to do with turf. If I could play, I could play. Right. And it was that kind of thing. And then, like, if leading up to the game, Matt LaFleur would have just been, we know Dave is facing a very difficult knee situation. There is fluid in that knee again. There is swelling. We're not sure if he's going to be able to go. We're hoping to get him back as soon as we possibly can. That's a lot better than LaFleur after the game walking up to the press conference and just being like, well, we don't really need to talk about Dave, do we? Right? Like, it's been 2 years. You guys aren't used to this yet. Like, that's not helpful, man. Communicate. And then people can be more understanding. And it's kind of the same thing with Watson and Jones. Like, we see these limited practice updates and then Watson doesn't play. So people are like, what the hell? Why isn't Watson playing? Well, give us some details if you don't want people to talk. Transparency leads to confirmation and information. It's not always a bad thing. Scott saying, can we fire Barry, get a real defensive coordinator before the Lions game? No. To put it real simply, are they going to install a new one for the Lions? No. This ain't the week for it. If Joe Barry's ever getting axed, it's not going to be on a 4-day week. That I feel pretty confident in saying. Like I was saying, Taylor fumbles a much higher ratio than Jones. Yeah, that's true. For those who think Jones fumbling is a huge issue, for example. I mean, that is true. Yeah. Given where the Packers are at offensively, that's something I'm willing to take on. Is it ideal? No. But Taylor's still one of the top playmakers out there. So I would still, I personally would do it partly for the sake of just you have a concrete plan at running back for the next X number of years then, however long you extend his contract for. So something to bear in mind. Peter saying, it seems like Campbell has just joined the injury list. Too many injuries to get opportunities to come back. Yep. Yeah, we were talking earlier. Campbell looks like he's out with an ankle injury. Like Hebbles mentioned earlier, that Valentine is continuing to play, but he's got something going on. You want to talk about star power? It's fading. It's the what's not a dwarf star, whatever a dying star is. I can't remember the exact aerospace term for it, but whatever the dying kind are, where the brightness is just getting a little dimmer. Kind of what it feels like with the Packers roster right now. So, hey, we have a guest. She's here now. That's right. You know her, you love her. Partner in life, partner in pod. Claudia,
hello.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us in this such wonderful football game. It's going so well. Yeah. In case you were wondering, injuries are still winning the game. Injuries have too many. Saints have 17. Packers have 0. So
I saw the special teams return touchdown. Not on our side.
yeah, it was real neat, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was great.
Lots of real neat things going on in this game so far today.
Yeah. Saw Love do the splits.
Yeah.
Saw that.
I mean, that play was really fun.
Right,
I'm not gonna lie.
If they had actually worked, it would have been fine. But
what's going on with you?
Oh,
There we go. Good to get over here. Like Kev was saying, is LVN out? He was active today. I have not seen him on the field much. But he was the one questionable tag that was actually made active for today. Maybe he's on a snap count. I don't know at this point, but I know he was active for today. That's all I got at this juncture. In fact, let me look into that. Let me see what's going on.
I think I just need to stop working.
I agree. You should stop going.
I mean, the first game, I was here the entire live stream.
I mean, yeah,
and they
true.
won. Well, this one and the last one wasn't here.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's true, but like realistically, you stop eating, or like you stop working, we can't eat, so that would be bad.
Who needs to eat?
You. All right. Okay. We are almost ready to start the second half. Goodness gracious. What a first half, huh? 17-0. Say, hey, I saw that guy. The guy, the Vince Lombardi costume. I actually saw him yesterday in Green Bay. Because yesterday, if it's halftime, why not do this now? I attended the alumni meet and greet signing that Ball 4 Sports was putting on at a hotel in Green Bay yesterday. So I got to meet some of the Lombardi legends. I got to meet Jim Grabowski, Donnie Anderson, Marv Fleming, Dave Robinson. Really wonderful collection of people. Had them sign some stuff, of course. And then also figure I'll just, for those of you who know like my job, it's dealing, well, this, and then also sports memorabilia. But, right? Yeah. A Super Bowl trophy, a Super Bowl 1 trophy. I know it's all like fingerprinty now because I picked it up, but like Super Bowl 1 trophy signed by the man himself, Bart Starr. Unbelievable piece. It's one of those things that like I picked up for my business in order to sell. And now we're having the very difficult conversations of like, how can you possibly sell that? So I saw that. Check back later. Check the channel later this week for an update on whether John is bankrupt or not. So let's see. Peter saying, and too little time to heal these injuries before Thursday Night Football against Lions. I think that was a major part of the decision. Here we go. Football's back. Love with the ball on the 25 following the touchback. And we are ready for the second half. Packers have got to come out and do. Jesus. I was just going to say Packers have to do something to get this half started.
That wasn't it.
That wasn't it. That was a carry for Dillon for a loss of about 4 or 5 yards. Either way, too many. They needed that play to be a gain just for pure mental's sake. Walt. Peter, we should get Jones and Watson back. I would certainly think so, right? Like they both put in limited practices this week. They both warmed up on the field today. Generally, both of those are really good indications. I would think we're going to see Jones and Watson back Thursday. If not, it's really curious what's going on. So 2nd and 7, that run to Dillon lost 7. So now they throw it to Musgrave and gain a couple. And that gives us 3rd and still too many. 3rd and 9 officially. Love getting them up to the line. We got 3 receivers off to the left, 1 on the right, and running back in the field next to Love. Love in shotgun again.
And there's a play.
Come on. Another false start. This one on rookie tight end Luke Musgrave. Like Cowboys, I hope you're keeping track of the penalty yards versus offensive yards thing, because they just got, with losing 7 rushing and then gaining 5, they just got about 12 yards closer. See, I know. People are talking like there's no piss and vinegar out of the Packers today. But that kind of thing, how many false starts have we seen? That kind of thing is when you march out too many rookies on the field without old dudes next to him going, hey, you go here. Love going deep. Love going too deep.
First interception of the year.
Well, that would be the first interception for Jordan Love, like you just mentioned. First one on the year. And he tried to go deep to Dobbs. And I see why. Like, Dobbs did have a step. He just vastly overthrew him and right into the hands of, I think it was Lonnie Johnson, the safety for the Saints, filling in part-time for Marcus May. Yeah. Scott saying, where's the pass interference? That is apparently the one snap where they wanted the guys just to play it out. So, that's fun. Tony Jones rumbling, humbling, stumbling for about a gain of 4 yards-ish. 2nd and 6 for the Saints. Lake Ebbles, Campbell out. Lake Ebbles, you're the bringer of joy today. Cheers, my friend. Joy and happiness. Thank you. Seriously, though, Devondre Campbell being out just makes this order even taller. I mean, Isaiah McDuffie is a very competent tackler, which that's good. But he's not Devondre Campbell. He's not the starter for a reason. And again, we choose not to press the receiver. Instead, we allow a completion over to Olave. And yeah, they're going to give him forward progress for first. Well, hey, at least I think Barry got a pressure in and pulled down Carr. I mean, that's
surprised he didn't get a roughing passer.
That's good. Ay. Come on. And another carry for the Saints on this first down. Hey, we stopped that. Quay in on the tackle. Clark in on the tackle. Just big bodies everywhere in green jerseys. Gain of only 1 on the carry there for Tony Jones Jr. So 2nd and 9. Embrace the ness, not the mess, according to Chris Hand. I don't know. Today it feels like you got to embrace both. Hey. Like Apple 6-1 ratio. Rodgers, who? Not to turn it negative, but 6-0 looked a lot better. Yeah. Still, 6-1 is nothing to sneeze at. That's for darn sure. Whoa, Razul. Kendre Miller making the catch on what looked like kind of a screen. Razul just getting in there and mixing it up, making sure that the rookie running back wasn't going anywhere. Nice. Nicely done. Also, I'm getting officially concerned for my fantasy teams because I have notifications on just when they get when my players get big plays. I haven't gotten any. I'm starting to get worried. This is bad all the way around. 3rd and 9. Yeah. There we go. Rashawn in again. So Rashawn with his, they'll probably credit that as like a half sack, but no. Oh, Scott, I see what you're talking about now. Carr is indeed, yeah, Carr is hurting. Carr is down following the sack. It just purely logistical for the game. Creates 4th and 16 now for the Saints. Well, that's going to change some things if Derek Carr is out. Hey, Cubbles, come on, man. Ballantyne is out instead of Valentine. Packers have 3 corners left. Herman thinks Savage may be the diamond slot on dime, and Carr's hurt. Yeah. Savage in the dime, or Savage is the slot dime, would make a world of sense. He has quite a bit of experience in the slot. He did more than competent work when he was kind of reassigned to the slot last year. Yeah, it was still up and down, but still was competent. It makes a lot of sense because eventually you just hit this point of we just need a human being to go do coverage. And that's realistically what the Packers are beginning to face. They're getting that far down the depth chart. So switch a safety who can at least play in the slot, move them over to the slot, and then have Jonathan Owens take some of the safety snaps, or God bless it, Dallin Levitt might get a couple defensive snaps. Yeah, I mean, we're just
Put the water boy out there. You need a person. We're all
Yeah.
hurt.
Right. LaFleur, get your cleats on, buddy. You're in better shape than anybody else in that stadium.
Right.
Get the cleats on. Get out there, man. Holy smokes. Thomas, don't look at fantasy scores until after the noon. I know. I get what you're saying. You don't want to look too early, but I'm just saying it's getting a little distressing. The fact that I got like 4 devices open in front of me for the stream, and then like the game on the TV, and I got an iPad here. Like nothing's dinging with good things. Okay, so it's less than good. Scott saying offense can't move the ball even with Carr out. Yeah. Right. No comeback if the offense can't move the ball at all. It's not like the defense for the Saints suddenly stopped playing. So even if Carr is out for the Saints, they may have a harder time moving the ball, but considering we already spotted them 17 points, a comeback is still an incredibly tall order.
Maybe your defense will just start scoring points.
Maybe. I mean, Jameis Winston is kind of an interception machine, so maybe. 4th and 16, Saints now on to punt. And, oh, yeah, that's a good punt going all the way back to, okay. And it does take a Packer bounce, but, yeah, not the way Jaden Reed was hoping for. Still out at about the 11, 12-yard line where Jordan Love is going to be marching out. So, hey, programming note for you folks while you're here. Given the fact that it's a Thursday game this week, tomorrow you can anticipate my reaction video to this game. It's a family-friendly channel. Don't expect a lot of swearing, but exceptions and rules are made to be broken. And then Wednesday is actually going to be the game preview for Packers-Lions. Obviously, we got to change that up a bit. So Wednesday will be game preview, Packers-Lions. Then, of course, Friday will be Packers-Lions reaction. So whirlwind week out there. All right. And all right, so come on. Quick little completion to Reed as he goes outside the blocking receiver there, and we got a flag on the play. Because, of course, we have a flag on the play. Like Ebels, I'm going to need you, buddy. Get the mats ready. Oh, and they're all backing up.
Wait, what?
Pass interference on Toure. Apparently, Toure shoved a dude, is what we can say without seeing a replay. But the pass was completed to Reed, and while Toure was running his little route, he must have punched a dude. Who the knows? Ay. Scott with a really good point. As much as I don't like Barry, the defense has only given up 10. Yes, that is true. I mean, 7 of the points were spotted on a punt return. That is true. And they've gotten after Carr twice for 2 sacks. Little completion out to Wilson, gaining just a couple. Yes. Credit where credit is due. You are very much correct, Scott. Overall, I personally don't like his game plan today. I would have played it different. And that's coming from a guy who really liked the game plan last week. I just think that the game plan today has been predominantly inappropriate, but I can't refute the results. The defense has only given up 10 points. Credit where credit is due. As Carr begins his angry walk to possibly the tunnel. Packers spread out. Love and shotgun. Just no separation today. Goodness. Love now 8 of 19 for only 89 of 19. Wait, no, that was incomplete, Fox. Fix your stuff. Either way, not good. Another under 50% completion day, or I should say under 50% completion day for Love. Not even 100 yards passing yet. Less than ideal. And part of it is because Yes, he certainly has had his mistakes. Don't get me wrong. I've been critiquing the deep ball all game. But on quick plays like that, the receivers are getting no space. Like that one too. Like that. See? Like that. Isaac Yiddom in coverage? The guy that the Packers tried to maintain as a special teams ace years ago and then played him in coverage and he lapsed every single coverage we gave him? That guy breaking up a play? Good. Good. 8:59 to go in the third, 4th and 9. Ay. Dan Whelan on for the punt, and if Dan Whelan's going to show off his leg here, yeah, well, okay. Wasn't exactly a 70-yard boomer. Yeah, that's a lot of deflated faces on the Packers side. I do believe this team is progressively losing its mojo. I do believe on this dreary Sunday in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Ay. This is a brutal one, y'all. Tom is saying, can we cover another team by chance? I appreciate you're willing to switch fandoms with me. However, no. I have far too much invested in one team. I can't do this again. Hey, anything can happen to turn this game around. Go Pack up. Jacob, thank you for bringing the positivity. It is still not even, I don't think, halfway through the third quarter. And they've come down from more than 17 before. So I like it, Jacob. Thank you. Chris saying, hey, John, remember that lady you spoke about in New Orleans? I'm going to do us a favor and call Liam Neeson to go hunt her down. Just tell Liam Neeson that you've got a daughter. He was taken by this little old voodoo witch in New Orleans, and he got to go take care of business. And then if he happens to not find your daughter down there and just like take out the old lady, whatever, it's fine. It's for the Packers. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. I understand exactly where you're at, Grace. Let's do it. Anybody got Liam Neeson's number? Hey, Volt. Scott better start slamming those brews. Ooh, no, we got stuff to do after this today. We're gonna go pick up my son. Like, there you go. Ooh. Thomas, anyone wants some whiskey? I mean, we are called Lombardi Time Brews, right, Scott and Thomas? Steve, maybe I'll just drink a dozen beers the second half. Yep. Hey, enjoy the second half. Whatever you got to do, you enjoy it, Steve. Scott said, Thomas, just today. I mean, oh, well, in that case, all right. We could just find another game to turn to right now, right? By the way, look down at the ticker. I'm just going to remind you, the Saints aren't winning this game. Injuries are. That's our official stance on this game. Jameis Winston now in there, and he's featuring the modern goofy helmet. I'm still not used to. I'm not used to the like straight down into the visor look. It's just weird to me yet. But Winston is, when he started for New Orleans last year, it wasn't as bad. But historically in his career, he has been a turnover machine. So if the Packers are going to get something going, let's do it. Thomas, Winston is another good deep quarterback, maybe not better. Most Winston, wait, that's worse. Yeah, Winston, I said, historically throughout his career, he's been a turnover machine. He also is known for having a very good deep ball, which is what the Saints want, so whatever. It is what it is, right? Couples, what is this about exactly? Can't do Liam, but I got Henry Cavill. What do you mean you got Henry Cavill? Do you got Henry Cavill's phone number? Is he a Packer fan? Does he want to be a guest on a Packer pod? You want to co-host an interview with Henry Cavill, who's a big Packer fan? Is that what I'm hearing? Make it happen, Captain. And the Saints run for a first down. Tony Jones Jr. All right, Kebbles, we'll chat about that later, but I'm just going to count on you making that happen. All right. And if we happen to talk about Superman and Witcher and everything else he does, so be it. Or, well, formerly being Superman.
Right. And Witcher.
And formerly, yeah, that one hurts. But I am excited for his new Warhammer show when that comes out. That should be cool. Don't play Warhammer myself, but to see that turn into a TV show, I'm all about it. Winston dropping back, throwing. Oh, hey! No, you do not. Michael Thomas, you don't get to whine for a flag when that's exactly what your own corners have been doing all game. Stop it. Go to the sideline. So good coverage by Douglas to get on Thomas there. Oh, and full on break that pass up before the ball even got there. We will take that. Nice play by Razul. I did say at the top that Razul is a very good matchup for Michael Thomas. I'm glad to see those two lined up against each other occasionally. Jameis Winston, 2nd and 10. Saints handing it off and gaining a few. Devontae Wyatt and Kobe Wooden look to be kind of combining for the tackle there. Curiously enough, on that play, the defensive line was Carl Brooks, Kobe Wooden, and Devontae Wyatt. So Packers... we talked about D-line rotations and subbing and all that stuff earlier this week, especially in the Q&A. Interesting combo the Packers chose to roll out there. All right, 3rd and 6, a big 3rd and 6 if the Packers are going to have any prayer to try to not let this deficit go up. And forcing a timeout. There we go. There we go. Thomas saying, is the Magic Man in the stadium by chance? You know what? For a fact, I know that he is, actually. He is currently in the alumni booth, along with Lynn Dickey is there, too. So we got the former quarterback room, except for, Favre Rodgers. But Mikowski, Dickey's there. Something like 40 total alumni are in the stadium today because it's the home opener. So it's the Packers' traditional alumni weekend. I know for a fact Mikowski's there. In fact, Mikowski even did free autographs in the atrium for an hour. Did like a free meet and greet yesterday morning in the Lambeau atrium. So know for a fact he's one of the alumni hanging out in the suite today. And I bet all those old folks are just kind of sitting back going, they didn't have all this tech when we played. We could have beat these guys. I would have marched out there with one leg. I would have beat them. I can imagine after a few drinks in that alumni suite, that's the conversation. Like Ebel's saying, he is sadly not a Green Bay fan. Oh, and in playing Warhammer and helping finish the Justice League cut for HBO. Like, Kevin, what is your life, man? Good for you, dude. He said, you say he's not a Green Bay fan, but can we change that? I mean, how ingrained is he in his fanhood of a different team? Because, enough conversations. Maybe we can get him to switch allegiances once he sees the majesty that is the Green Bay Packers. We just won't talk about this game. Pebbles, car questionable with a shoulder. Okay. Thomas, how can we reach him? The Magic Man? I'm willing to bet by the second half, the Magic Man isn't in much of a condition to come down and play. I imagine the alumni in the alumni suite get whatever food and drink they wish to have, and all the power to them. Good for them. I'm just willing to bet in quarter 3 he's not in much condition to come play football.
Especially after this game.
Yeah. Thomas, I love him. He balled out before his injury. Yeah, there was a brief moment in time where Don Mikowski was, finished 4th in MVP voting in 1989. I think he still I know for sure he held the yardage record over Favre for most in a single season. I don't know if Rodgers ever beat it. But yeah. He's there. Yep, car in the tent, going to the tunnel. And Winston. Such a Jameis Winston, we know. Incomplete pass, setting up 4th and 6. Looks like they kind of tried a screen, except I don't know to who. So 6:26 to go in the third, 4th and 6 for the Saints. And Valentine now has left the game. Questionable with a biceps injury. Fantastic. Fantastic. Magic probably had better comebacks than Favre and Rodgers. You know, for that one brief moment in history. 4th and 6. Ball at about the 37. Saints going to try it. And Saints, hey, clock's at 0. Somebody going to call it? Somebody going to do the thing? Yeah, all right. So they were trying to give themselves an easier field goal chance, trying to drive the Packers off. Instead, they pull the Packers from last week, willingly take the delay of game, and then I would imagine march out the punt crew to give the Packers back the ball. 6:26 to go in the third. Like Ebels, I want my bunched sets, please, and thanks, LaFleur. Right? Where's the I'm failing on the words for exactly what LaFleur says, but simple deception is basically his adage, right? The march out of formation at them 8 times and run 8 completely different play types out of it. Where's all that today? Where's all that? Because the receivers aren't getting separation. Love's not getting that much protection. We could use a little bit of deception. Oh my goodness. And again, Headley, the punter for the Saints, sticking it inside the 10. Dang. Jeez, that's I think it's twice now. Matt LaFleur at the presser. We need to get Aaron Jones the ball. Wait, wrong one. Yeah, right. Today it's going to be well, really, this one was all on us. We didn't, my coaching staff and I, we didn't prepare the guys enough. We didn't have them ready to go. It's ultimately our responsibility, and we need to do better for them. We need to do better next week. You know, the injuries don't matter. We had to deal with the plan that we were dealt, and yeah, this one's on us. I think we're going to see that one today. That's my guess. It'll be fun. Chris Hand saying, as a college football fan, is it bad to pull for Wisconsin and Ohio State? Or is that breaking the rules? My demon and guardian angel both look at me like I'm crazy. Chris, well, let me ask you this, Chris. Now, it's not the same rivalry, but it's, you know, it's in that vein. Would you be proud of yourself if you ever found yourself simultaneously rooting for the Packers and Bears? Or, you know, because it's not the exact same. Let's say if you ever found yourself rooting for the Packers and the Vikings, would you be proud of yourself? That's, yeah, your demon and guardian angel probably need to have a talk, and one needs to win over the other. That's my professional opinion on the matter. Scott, I'd like to see something positive before the end of the game. I agree, Scott. And that's the thing, right? I don't have a lot of faith that the Packers in this current state are going to overcome a 17-0 deficit. And I don't mean to be negative. It's just the reality of the situation. But can we at least see one drive that quickly and methodically moves the ball down the field? Can we at least see one completed deep pass? Defensively, can we just, like, I don't know, with Winston in there now, can we capitalize on the fact that he's not going to be as accurate as Carr? I think that's the thing. Like, we want to see plays that at least are trending in the correct direction so that this doesn't just become a completely lost game. And unfortunately, that looks the way that it's quickly trending. Barry played press on 4th, knowing they'd never snap it. Savage comment, but like, almost you have both of us up at the same time. Good for you. Oh, cool. I even lost track of who that was. Man, I'm losing it. 2nd and 10. Yeah, okay. So I think Love got rid of it. I fooled. Yeah, it's the only. I don't know. I've said it a million times. If I was going to play press one game so far this year, this is the game I'm playing press. And yet, here we are. Just gross. 2nd and 10, under 5 to go on the play clock. Love with the snap. Dylan with the carry. Dylan gaining like 3.
At least we made it forward.
That's true.
A little bit.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Like Hebbles saying, my grandmother, I love the Commanders and the Cowboys. Oh my goodness. A walking constant conflict for your grandmother. Love dropping back, 3rd and 6, trying to find somewhere to go. Oh, incomplete to
good.
Luke Musgrave. I swear Musgrave must have over half of Love's completions to this point. Got to be, right? But glad to see that they aren't forgetting about Musgrave in half number 2 this go around. So there we go. All right. I mean, hey, that's something. That's something. Thomas saying Reed and Musgrave should be getting open. They're both capable. Yes. Let's just not forget that the Saints secondary is incredibly good. Even without Paulson Adebo, it is still a very, very good secondary. First 10 for Love dancing all the time in the world. And winds up running for a gain of 4. Just nobody open. Kind of the theme of the day. My goodness. Yeah, let's see it from this angle. So Musgrave in blocking. All right. Hey, Musgrave doing work in pass pro. Good job, Musgrave. That is an active development right there for Luke Musgrave to do pass pro that competently against one of the Saints ends. That was good. We will take that. That's a step in the right direction for the overall future. So it's 2nd and 5 in shotgun, and we wound up handing it off to Patrick Taylor for 2.
Maybe.
I mean, I don't know why. Okay. Whatever. 2nd and 5, down 17, and we're calling plays to Patrick Taylor. Okay. All right, Love, 3rd and 4. There we go. Out of the backfield. We're at least throwing now.
And he's still going. There we go.
Throwing to Taylor for a first down, getting up to about the 40-yard line.
All right.
Game's not over yet, folks. 3 minutes to go in the 3rd. Thomas saying Love keeps on falling forward. He will get hit. You're right. And I know LaFleur has spoken about it. He's not happy about it, but Love has also been quoted as saying that he kind of does that to get juices flowing for the offense. So, is it a means justify the end type deal? Who knows? More play action for the Packers. Love rolling deep. Finding Taylor again. This is the Patrick Taylor drive.
Another first down.
And Taylor with the first down on the catch. See, I like these quick completions to the running back. Let's get the ball moving. Whew. Taylor emoting on the field. LOL. Yeah, right? Like Evans is good. That's good. We need more of it. Yeah, I like that. That was good. Nice job by Patrick Taylor to get that first. 2 catches, 22 yards, both of them on this drive by Patrick Taylor. Back-to-back plays even. Play clock again under 5. Love going deep.
No!
Dobbs.
I think he caught that.
I think he did.
I think so.
And he's saying, ring it up.
I think so.
There it is. There it is. The completed deep. Son of a... All right. Oh, we not done yet. Minute 46 to go in the 3rd. Love finally connecting on a deep one to Dobbs. Woo. Yes. Oh, the fingertips while dragging the foot. I love it. Yes. Yes. Packers now on the 21. Love to Taylor.
Come on.
Oh, whoa. We're spinning. Taylor with a gain of like 1 on the screen. Tempo, keeping the same defense in field, a Rodgers favorite. Keep the tired boys tired, right? And that's part of the advantage with going with a quicker offense. Why does it have to take this long for the Packers to find that rhythm? It's just very frustrating, to be honest. Like, we call for it in the preview, in the like preview show, and yet here we are down 17-0 in the third quarter, and now we're completing these little outs and stuff.
Okay, good run.
A run for Patrick Taylor. Taylor is suddenly the entire engine that's making the offense go.
I'll take it.
But we'll take it. Yeah. Nice game there for Patrick Taylor. 30 seconds to go in the third. Thomas saying, excellent catch. Yeah, it was. I mean, fingertips, foot dragging. He did everything he needed to do to haul that thing in. Beautiful. 3rd and 5. Clock on the third quarter winding down. Play clock a little bit quicker. So Packers do have to get this off before the end of the third. Under 5 seconds to go in the play clock again. Love, quick out to Musgrave, who, jeez. Saints are a very good tackling team. Let's not forget it. And that's going to set up 4th down. Woo. Packers being best in the red zone makes me very excited right now. Our issues have been midfield. Let's go. Yeah. Trying to remember the stats from pregame. I believe 5 of 6 in the red zone thus far. 5 drives resulting in touchdowns. The Packers went from being a very subpar red zone team, very good red zone team. And that bodes well for what we're about to see. Assuming they go for it on 4th and they get it. Assuming. Chris saying, I like to keep my Wisconsin fans happy, but after watching the 2015 year of Ohio State domination, Nick Bosa and others, I was like, whoa, cheese is healthy, I guess. Yeah, it is. Stick with cheese. Stick with the allegiance. Friends not fans. Sorry, Nick Bosa. Yeah, I got you. I got you. Keep Wisconsin friends happy. All right. Scott, 4th and 2. Yes, indeedy. Lekebel's Trusty Taylor has entered the chat. I really like that nickname for him. Trusty Taylor. Thomas Ott saying, quick short passes is still progress. Take it. Exactly, right? It's something. It's better than trying 15-yard incompletions. Lekebel saying, personally, I'd kick. Check the coverages of that drive. Come back knowing you score points. I mean, you're starting the 4th. I mean, regardless, it's a 3-score game. I mean, I don't know what the analytics say. Let's say that. But I guess in my personal opinion, I go for the touchdown here. Now, if it were playoffs, maybe I play it differently. If they were at full strength, maybe I play it differently. But in this exact scenario, I think that the Packers need something, some beyond the Dobbs catch, some major break to break the dam open, right? And just have momentum fully on their side. I am a momentum believer, okay? And to me, kicking the field goal here, following that basically nothing 3rd down play, feels a little bit like a concession. Like, you made the New Orleans defense bend, but not break. And if you're the Packers looking to overcome a 17-point deficit with all your backups running around, you need to make them break and then come out knowing that you did a full-on break once and you need to replicate that twice more. I think that to me is a stronger tone, and that's the way I would be trending in this exact scenario, in this exact game. It may be totally different other weeks, but that's the way I feel right now. 4th and 2, Love empty and shotgun. 2 off to the left, 3 off to the right. Whoa! What just happened? Oh, that looks like it was Patrick Taylor's fault. So, based upon the facial expression from Jordan Love and the stink eye that Matt LaFleur just gave Patrick Taylor, the one that was like, what the are you doing? I'm going to go with that was on Patrick Taylor. And again, to go back to the refrain, when you're playing your backups to the backups to the backups, false starts are more likely to occur. Things like that, more likely to occur. It's just the reality. The Packers are outmanned and outgunned today. And every little step is forward is just resulting in a step back. Like Hebbles, I'm just a points or points type. I get what you're saying. Yeah, and I very much understand opting for the kick there. I very much get it. But that's just my personal jive is I wanted to break that defense. So the best possible reaction, like I was saying, nickname revoked. He no longer is Trusty Taylor. Now he's Rusty Taylor. The broken one that you can't rely on, like the screws that were supposed to hold on my license plate. Yeah. Look, y'all, I've been dealing with my car for 2 freaking days. You want to know what I'm dealing with? The dumbest thing in the history of the world. My license plate fell off because the head of one of the screws broke.
And then the other one was stripped.
Yeah. And then the other screw stripped. So I currently have no license plate on the back of my car, but I just have like 2 half sticking out screws right now that I've used a screw extractor kit on, and it's not working. I'm not incompetent. This is impossible. And I'm very upset with my car right now and the Packers offense. It's a bad time all the way around. But yeah, nickname revoked. Like Hebble's car is out. All right. Yeah. Car is out of commission, just like my car until I get my license plate on. But yeah, Derek Carr out. Steve is real. Okay, I'm back like a butt crack. I love you guys. The levity. Yeah, we need it. It's so good. I love it. Back like a butt crack. Tom is saying we need a defensive interception for 6. It can't hurt. I don't think the Saints are gonna throw the ball much because they're, don't want to give up that exact thing. And they're up 17 at this point. Like Kebble's temperamental Taylor has entered the chat. Yes, indeed. I like that. Mick, about 14 and a half to go in the game. 2nd and 9 now for the Saints following the 1-yard carry. How is the team developing today? What are they doing better as the time in game goes on? All right. Okay. What a loss of 1 there on the play to Rashid Shaheed for the Saints. Mick, I'm trying. I'm thinking. Oh, hey, there we go. At least the Chargers are pounding into the Vikings. Nothing. Like, I hate to say it, but it's the reality of today. The Packers were outgunned, outmanned.
Outnumbered, outplanned.
Yep, pulling out the Hamilton reference. All right, Winston dropping back on 3rd and 9, completed to Michael Thomas, I think. Yeah, good for a gain of 7. They're going to have a 4th down here, so they're going to be punting it right back to the Green Bay Packers. Mick, it's really hard to say anything like in terms of overall area of the game. It's really hard to say like, oh, the passing offense has gotten better today, or like, oh, the run defense has got. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go with that. Overall, the run defense for the Packers today has been far better. Overall, like much better than it has been the last 2 weeks. Edges have not always kept their edge, but they're doing it more often than they did last week, certainly. Now, they're going against the Saints' depth.
Why is there a flag on a punt?
Flag on the punt. They're going against the Saints' depth. They're going against their 3rd and 4th running back. Okay. So it's not like they're facing Bijan Robinson again. But the run defense has been substantially better today. So if we're looking for a positive or something that they did better over last week, we're looking at that. I think that that's the honest truth. Holding on Razul. Penalty. Oh, good. I just heard the announcer say it. Penalty number 10 for the Green Bay Packers today. A jersey match to Jordan Love. How wonderful. Steve, I love making people laugh and smile. Well, thank you, Steve. Steve, we do as well. And I appreciate you doing it here today. Like Kebble's LVN signing. Yep. He's already one of their better run defenders on the edge. That's for sure. Wicks is a positive. Yeah, Scott, I would agree with that. I think Wicks is he's doing what he should do, just more, which, like I said, I think it was in the Q&A this week, I was asked about Wicks, and I basically said, Wicks is showing all of the traits that he showed collegiately in the last 2 games. What I'm really impressed by isn't the fact that those are his traits, the fact that he's showing them so early in his rookie year. Like, we knew he'd be a very good run blocking wide receiver. We knew in college that he was a good contested catch deep ball receiver. And now over the last 2 weeks, we've seen those traits just quicker than I thought we would in his career, and partly because he's getting the opportunities to do so. But I would agree, Wicks is a positive. Thomas, defense held. Yes, it did. Steve, I'm taking this game as a learning lesson. Yeah, and Scott saying that positive don't make me feel better. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer. Like, I really don't. But it's very hard for me to watch this game, right? And every member of your 53-man roster matters. I get it, okay? I know that football is based upon next man up and always needing guys to do their jobs. I get it, right? But offensively, you're missing 2/5 of your offensive line, your best running back, and the wide receiver with the most athletic traits on your team. Surrounded by youth everywhere. Defensively, you're out Jair, who many people would consider your best overall defender. Your number 1 inside linebacker now as he left. And now you've lost Valentine, who is Jair's replacement. It's hard for me to consider this overall game. Individual performances, sure, because guys are getting chances that otherwise wouldn't. Loving shotgun, ball in the 24. What do we got going? All right. Snap, handoff to Dylan. Dylan trucking, gain of 4. It's what we do. It's just very, very hard for me to take this overall game as a learning experience on the whole when this isn't the roster as it was planned. Like, this isn't the Packers. They're not just missing one guy. They're realistically missing.
Deeper.
There we go.
To Wicks,
That's Reed.
Or Reed, sorry.
Yeah, that's 11. Reed. There we go. First down.
All right. Take it. Literally anything. I'll take it. Just move the ball, not to defense.
But anyway, yeah, I think you get my point. It's just hard to take this game as a learning experience. For individuals who are young, yes. For the overall Packers team, it's hard for me to take this as a learning experience when this isn't the team that they plan to have out there ever. So it just is what it is. This is a lost game for a lot of different ways, but not every way. I don't mean to be over the top. There we go. Ooh.
Where's the flag now?
No, he wasn't down. That's perfectly fine. It's just harder than you would have liked it, but Dobbs wasn't technically down.
Fine.
Dobbs across the middle. I like that. That was good. All right, now another carry for Dylan, gaining 5-ish. So we're going to have 2nd and 5 with about 11 and a half to go. What do we got? Thomas, what is sad is the Lions holding Atlanta to 3 in the 4th. We wouldn't know what that's like, would we, Thomas? We don't. Oh, good. Oh, good. Yeah. All right. Love. Touchdown! No. Oh, incomplete. It's fine. I don't want to have nice things in life. Oh. Reed had it.
Taylor's foot took
it. It's like Taylor's foot dragging across Reed's body is what kicked that out. Even the good is that freaking close to being good. God. Third and 7. Love with the snap. Love going to the end zone. And complete to Malik Heath. Steve is real. Yeah, I agree, bro. But this is a young team as well. Yeah. And I agree. For individual players, this should absolutely be like a learning tape game. Yeah, I 1,000,000% with you on that train of thought. Yeah, for sure. Because a lot of guys are getting playing time that frankly shouldn't be getting playing time this early in the season. Here we are. Anders Carlson now on for a 38-yard attempt, and let's go. There we go. All right, Packers on the board. I get to adjust the Packers side of this. Hey. I'm always, a lot more remembering when the Packers score than the other team scores. But yeah, if you want to know the score of this game, injuries are winning with too many. Saints 17, Packers 3. Packers on the board. We would be remiss not to point out that Anders Carlson has remained perfect on the season. Look at my little boy go. Anders Carlson, perfect through week 3 thus far. Thomas, hey, at least our early on inconsistent kicker has been 100 on field goals, right? Hey, I mean, y'all know, I think everyone who's here has been watching the channel for a bit. Y'all know I'm a Carlson supporter. In camp, I was the one beating the drum, keep him around and give it time. And I'm happy with Carlson thus far. Just checking the feed, seeing what news there is. And yeah, sadness. It's what I'm seeing. The Cowboys injuries are winning, penalties making it a close game though. Yeah, just the thing is, it's like I don't even want to call this tremendously sloppy. Like normally when you see a game that has 12 penalties by one team, it's because they were playing so sloppy or over aggressive or no. So many of their penalties have been like false start on this dude who's in his 3rd career game, or it just, I don't know. Feels like so many of these are inexperienced penalties today and not sloppy penalties. And they kind of go hand in hand. You're splitting hairs. I get it, but I don't know. I just really got to chalk this one up to so many dudes are missing. Steven! Hello, Steven! Not gonna lie, I was wondering where you were, but you are here. And doesn't look so encouraging with the faces I see. We've had some good laughs, Steven.
Look at the little banner below?
We've had some good laughs. Yeah. That's what we're taking from this. Positive memories of laughter. And Rashid Shaheed returning from the 3 up to the 19-yard line. Nice stop there. Josiah DeGuara with the special teams tackle. Thomas saying, or deep sighing. Yeah. Oh, boy. Oh, yeah. What's going on here? Yeah, I'm okay. All I'm seeing on any news feed right now is sadness and anger. So we're just going to turn off the iPad and just try checking it for news, and all I get is emotion. Oh, catch from Michael Thomas on a first down. Steve is real. Yeah, I have no hairs to split. I am completely bald. Very sorry to hear that, Steven. Freddie. Hey, Freddie. Y'all doing play-by-play? We certainly can give some more play-by-play. Kind of started out the game that way, but since the game has devolved into its current state, I have allowed that to fall off a bit. But If you want to play for where we are right now, 10:20 to go in the fourth quarter. Taysom Hill quarterbacking for the Saints, at least on this snap. QB draw up the middle. Okay. Packers miss a couple tackles, and he's out on the left side, out of bounds. Gain of a little over 10 and a first down. But we do have a flag on the play. So let's see where this goes.
Hey, I like it.
All right, back it up. Holding on the Saints. Still 10-12 to go in this game. Oh, Michael Thomas with the holding penalty. I'm glad to see Razul matched up on Thomas. Oh, what the? Thomas, really? Like, Razul went to make the tackle on Taysom Hill, and Thomas literally just took Razul's hand and, like, pulled it back like schoolyard. Like,
Thomas, why are you looking
you
confused,
can't do that,
man?
buddy.
It's like, what do you mean? I just want to be friends.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, Scott, Thomas L. Douglas, that is a truth. Slight underestimation, even. Yanked Douglas right back. All right, Winston now up 1st and 14 for the Saints. 10:01 to go in the game. Saints at the 29. Oh, Rashawn!
Injure the other quarterback.
Winston goes down. Rashawn just purely beating the tackle around the right side of the line, even on the left side of the line. Yeah, that was Kenny. So, I mean, Kenny collapsed in there right after Rashawn did.
Just like tabletop them.
Yeah, a little bit. But beautiful sack for Rashawn Gary. That's the third sack that and Winston lost the ball, but he recovered himself. But the third sack that Rashawn Gary's been involved in. So 2nd and 22 for the Saints now with the ball at the 21. Winston.
Almost first down.
Winston finding slant master Michael Thomas. Gained a bunch. Let's say that. And the Lions are controlling the Falcons at home. Now up 20-3. Hiya, Volt. Lions doing what the Packers couldn't do last week. Manhandling the Falcons.
18. Gain of 18. 3rd and 4.
Gain of 18 there. So 3rd and 4 now for the Saints. Please press them. Please. Please. Hey! Well, dadgummit. That was man coverage.
And there's a
Come on.
What's your problem now?
Offense. Okay. All right. Holding on offense. Penalty decline. It's going to be 4th down. 4th down for the New Orleans Saints. 8:38 to go in the game. That was nice. Yeah. Penning giving up the pressure to Kingsley and Igbar.
That was an interception, too.
Yeah, it was. That was much better defense all the way around. 8:38 to go. Oh. Saints switching up a bunch of stuff, and they wind up punting anyway. So 4th and 4, taking a Packer bounce, kinda, then bouncing back the other way. And we're on the 20. So Packers offense taking over with the ball on the 20, 8:27 to go in the game. Putting cheese on everything himself, right? Like Ebels, you ain't kidding. That Sean is having himself a game rushing the quarterback. Scott saying touchdown here, and we have a chance. That's the truth. That is the truth of the matter. All right. I'm sorry, hon. Do you want to refresh that over there? Wait. Don't. Nope, actually.
Right.
Yeah.
This I just need to.
Oh, I see. Okay, we're good. All right. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, we're not good at it. All right, Steve. Yeah, quick score would be key. Yes, it would. I mean, you're down 17-3, down 14. Is the game over yet? No. Are the odds stacked against? Absolutely, unequivocally. Packers need to put points on the board here quick. This cannot be some, 5-minute drive. There's not that much time left for being down as much as they are. Steven saying radio dial, which was we going?
Which way we go?
Which way we going? Radio dial? Which way?
Like turn up the volume kind of thing?
Ooh. Come on, Steven. You know the deal. I'm loud and quiet. I'm a spectrum. Thomas, positive vibes here. That's right. That's right. Got to be a quick score. Which way are we going? Realistically down. But hey, I make no promises. All right. All right. Yep. Game's almost over. Let's fit in all the commercials we possibly can. Hey, I was talking before about fantasy. I'm getting some notifications now from my fantasy teams.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not?
Still, like,
that's a shame.
Hey, you're my quarterback to your receiver.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're only supposed to. I'm supposed to win now.
Oh, see, that's right. We're going against each other this weekend that week, aren't we?
Yep.
Son of a biscuit. All right. Oh, well, I mean, that's kind of neat. Okay, here we go. Love dropping back. Love going deep. Going deep. They're trying for the quick points. And
pass interference.
Yes. Love's running down the field. I bet they got a flag. There it is. Flag.
I was going to say, y'all.
Hey, if you can't complete the deep ball, just throw it to where your receiver gets mugged.
Right. And
then you still get the yards. But yeah, Wicks and Taylor kind of run into each other. So pass interference. Wow. Big penalty. That is huge.
I like that.
8:20 to go. Love recovering his stat line. Okay. 17 of 32, 194 yards, one pick, according to the TV telecast. David, they need to do the wave in Lambeau. Not on offense, David. That's a defense thing. Don't be doing it now. LaFleur and Love are going to get cranky about it. But they're all the way down on the 35 now of the Saints. Love dropping back. Love delivering an incomplete pass. We got more flags. Well, now they're going the other way. All right.
What's the flag, though?
I'm not sure. They haven't done it yet. Oh. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I mean, Dobbs got held up early. Then he got turned around as the ball was coming in. Yeah. Good. However, it's going to work. Get the ball down the field. That's it. Steven, flow for the O. They got to find some flow. And right now, their flow is the Saints penalties.
Yes.
Whatever's working. Let's do it. Here we go. Ball in about the 13. We're going to the end zone for Dobbs. Incomplete. Yidam again in coverage for the Saints. I mean, come on. We should be able to beat Isaac Yidam. But he is right there. Oh.
He batted it out of his own hand, I think.
Well, Dobbs tried to kind of corral it with one hand, and then I think it was Yidam's hand that we saw cut across there. I think so. And knocked that out. So just keep throwing at Yidam. See if they'll give you another penalty. Can't be worse. All right. What do we got? 2nd and 10, 8:12 to go. 5 seconds to go on the play clock. Come on, Love. There we go. Snap. Delivery. Incomplete. Trying to go to Musgrave over the middle. 3rd down.
Come on. We need to move something.
Musgrave going to work the middle of the field. Going up against Mario Davis. Gets his hip split. Turn back around.
Yeah. Wasn't a perfect throw. Musgrave didn't have the perfect route. Just, incomplete. It's the easiest way to explain that one. Just straight up incomplete. Third and 10. Again, under 5 seconds to go on the play clock. Love dropping back. Love finding.
First down.
Is that Reed? That's Reed. Finding
First
Reed.
down.
Should be first and goal in about the 2. Under 8 minutes to go.
Yep.
Let's go. Let's go.
Come on.
Yeah, going quick. They should be.
Line it up. No
Get
huddle
the
needed. Let's
Saints.
go.
Get the Saints back on their heels.
Snap it.
Love with the.
Nothing.
Oh my goodness. Wicks and Reed, like both of them lunged out for that football. Neither one was able to get it. Kind of a modified fade from Love there, but incomplete regardless of whatever you want to call it. I mean, yeah, that was just Love kind of almost threw it between his 2 receivers right and at one. But I mean, I suppose increase the completion percentage chances, get it to 2 guys.
Okay,
Second and goal. 7:41 to go. Packers second and goal with the ball on about the 2. Yeah, the 2. Love throwing it. Oh!
Oh, come on.
Reed had it, but was just assaulted by Tyrann Mathieu. Yeah, the ball came out. I mean, that's what the Honey Badger does right there. It's what he's been doing for what feels like 10 years now.
He didn't even
Oh.
catch that.
Oh, yeah, the ball was out first. That was a straight up drop
Yeah.
by Jaden Reed. Matthew
Come
didn't even
on,
force that. He
man.
just straight up dropped it. Yeah. Third and goal from the 2. And they try running it.
For nothing. Come on.
So it's going to be 4th and goal from the 1.5 following the carry from Patrick Taylor.
Come on.
Mick, in the first round of the playoffs, can this team beat the Saints?
With all the people we go?
The Packers at full strength? Yeah. Yeah, they can. This version, tough to say. And a rematch, could they do it? Love, touchdown! Love with the quarterback keeper, running that in himself, saying, I don't need any of these backups. I got it. And running in for the touchdown. Yes. And Packers, are they going to go for 2? I think they are.
Love was telling him, stay.
I think they are. So they're trying to cut this down to a 6-point deficit as opposed to what would be a 7-point deficit. Okay. I mean, yeah, if you don't get this, it's still technically a 1-score game because you're only down 8. So, okay. And of course, you'd rather be down 6 than 7, but it's still, this is unconventional. But they're out in shotgun. Love looks to have 1 running back off to his left. We got 2 receivers down on the right, 1 on the left. Reed motioning across the middle. Love dropping back for the 2-point conversion. Love looking. He's got nowhere. He throws it. Who's it? Hooray! The 2-point conversion. 17-11. We got a game, folks. 17-11. LaFleur's doing the walk of like, holy crap, glad we got something. 6:58 to go in the game. It's going to be up to the defense. Defense has got a hold. There we go. Taylor absorbing 2 defenders there, allowing Love to get around to the side and punch it in for the touchdown. Whoo! Whoo! And then finding Toure open in spite of Lattimore on coverage. 2-point conversion. Hey, look at us. 17-11. 6-point deficit. Let's just catch up on some things here. Steve saying, well, the score is now 17-11. They win this game. I'll never stop drinking during a Packer game again. Hey, if you're a superstitious man, you've set the precedent for yourself, right? Steve, it's good. Thomas, 2-point conversion. Like Hebble's saying, and now you have a chance. My favorite Collinsworth remark. Yeah, well, it's true, right? Now they have a chance. Down 17-11. And the kick going to about the 1. Oh, thank you for updating that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Darnell Savage with the special teams bring down. We got some life in every part of the field now. Darnell Savage, very nice. Whew, whew, good stuff. 17-11, 6:55. Saints going to be taking over the ball in like the 16.
First career rushing touchdown. For
First
Little Jordan
career
Love.
rushing touchdown. Oh boy. He growing up before our very eyes.
Okay, Mickey.
Shut up. Been a long day. All right. First and 10, Saints, starting off the ball in the 17. Winston and shotgun, drop it back, finding a man in the zone.
Oh,
Complete to Michael Thomas. It's what Michael Thomas does. It's about the only thing he does at this point in his career, but nonetheless, he does it and does it well.
that was almost a great tackle. Just kind of inched his way a little bit out of that one. 2nd and 4. Come on.
All right, 2nd and 4, 20 seconds to go on the play clock, 6:27 on the game clock. Since Derek Carr injury, 3 punts in a row for the Saints. Oh, and they got Taysom Hill out there at the quarterback position now.
And there's flag.
And we got flags. It's on the Saints, right?
I mean,
False start. Well, look at it. How does it feel, Saints? Because we've been doing that all freaking game.
ain't it fun?
Oh, and on their starting left tackle, too. All right. Cool. 6:16 to go. That makes it 2nd and 11. Basically negates the completion of Michael Thomas on first down. Of course, defense has got to hold. This cannot be an elongated drive for the Saints.
Come on.
12 to go on the play clock. Winston in shotgun. Takes a snap, dropping back. Winston completes it over the middle, and they gain most. Maybe about an 8-yard gain. I think that went to Olave. Of course it did. That's where we needed Jair today. 3rd down, under 6 to go in the game.
3.
3rd and 3. Bane Gary, this is where you want to make that contract extension money. This is it right here. 3rd down, game's on the line. 3rd and 3. Winston takes the snap and shotgun. Oh, he kind of sort of pressured. Delivers it deep.
To nobody.
Incomplete. The defense holds. 5:31 to go in the game. I bet the Saints are going to be punting here.
It better.
Right. I mean, all logic dictates a punt. Winston leaving the field. Yep, Packers going to get the ball back.
All right. Let's run it again.
Woo! My goodness, y'all. Packers, they are not giving up. That's for darn sure.
Oh.
What do we got? Punt. And to about the 3rd D, where Keyshawn Nixon is just absorbed. Jonathan Owens not laying a good enough block there. Oh, come on. Another punt flag. Another punt flag.
Of course.
Holding on the return team, number 65?
55, according to captions.
Oh, 55? Okay, so that would be Enigbare. Yeah, okay. 11th Green Bay penalty. Hi. Whoa.
What are you doing?
I don't know. Scott, here's our positive for the game. They showed resilience. Yeah. This Packers team did not just roll over. They are fighting. Job's not done yet, but this could be one heck of a thing right here.
Right.
I mean, like, if you're set at the top, these are the kinds of games that quarterbacks build reputations on.
All right.
These are the kinds of drives quarterback build reputations on. Okay.
I don't care about
Yes,
these.
there's Patrick Mahomes. We all know he's
They're
looks.
great.
Yes, there's Dak Prescott. We all know he's. How about you tell if it was a first down? No,
Thank you.
second and a half yard.
All right. Come on. Oh, dear.
Love. Fine. Oh, Reed, catch the ball.
He's going to drink some Gatorade instead.
Reed.
Yeah.
Reed.
In your hands.
Catch the damn ball, Reed.
He's just trying to tire out the defense by getting rid of their Gatorade. Like, nah. Saints
Reed-
don't get to drink.
Reed has got all the playmaking
See?
ability in the world, but
See?
jeez.
Scott, you and I.
Fortunately,
said no refreshment.
I think they've got refills.
No. Fourth quarter. All refills of Gatorade jugs ends after the third quarter.
Ay, ay, ay.
First and 10.
First 10. Oh, we're going. Hurry up.
Let's go.
Dylan punching through for the first and 10. 4:35 to go on the game clock. Packers now with the first down at the 30 and a half. Oh, that is a beard right there.
Right.
Dang. I live in envy. All right, Love dropping back.
Oh, dear.
Oh, we got pressure.
Oh, okay.
Love dance. Whoa, man, Jordan Love.
Was that?
Jordan. Dang, that should have been a sack, and instead it's like a 25-yard run. So he dances around 93, the defensive tackle for the Saints, and then he kind of squirts outside.
Does he seriously?
He stayed in bounds.
He stayed in.
He did.
Oh, my God.
Jordan Love. Dang. That was beautiful.
Oh, my God. That was nuts.
All right, now we're on Saints side of the field, 45-yard line.
Matt LaFleur just clenched his butt cheeks.
Yeah. Oh, Love evading again.
Oh, my God.
Catch the ball. Get him in coverage, throw it to Toure, and yet it falls incomplete. One good, one bad. It just come on, help the man out. Goodness.
Right? The kid's gotten almost
Second and
sacked
10.
twice. Catch the freak ball.
Second and 10. Love, go deep. Reed! Reed!
It went deep.
Yes, it did. All the good things. Under 4 to go.
Move it. Woo.
There we go.
All right.
Oh, Reed beat him. He got a step on the slot corner
And he
Taylor.
caught
And he caught the ball.
ball.
What a happy development. All right. Ball to 15. First and 10. Love dropping back out of shotgun again. Love. That's a quick completion. I
Take it.
think. Yeah, Wicks again.
All right. All right.
Oh, Chris and Steven, I see what you two are working together on. I mean, Steve, close your eyes through. Oh my God. Scott.
Okay, but in their defense, it's working. Ever since Steven hopped on, I told you, Steven, first game. I said, if this works, you need to come back every game. And you weren't here last game. And you weren't here to us. Well, I didn't see any flow for the P for the D.
Second and 3. Love dropping back. Love
You
into
weren't-
the end zone.
Nope.
Too high. Too high to Dobbs.
You need to be here loud. We just won't show it on the screen.
Under 3 to go. Third and 3 now for the Packers. I mean, Dobbs versus Yidam. Like, if you're going to throw a fade, this is the matchup you want. Now, I said at halftime, they are not testing the depth corner that's in for the Saints. Now we are. Like, we are going after Yidam play after play after play. Two mixed results. But we're getting there.
It's fine, Steven. I forgive you.
Third and three. Again, going to the right side.
Was that
End zone. Come on. Throw it. Touchdown. Romeo Dobbs.
That's right.
Romeo Dobbs.
All of a sudden,
Under
That's
3 to go, and the
right.
Packers have tied this game.
That's right.
Holy goodness, y'all.
They said we are still in this.
They letting the kids play at this point.
Come on, Anders.
And now, what?
What is happening?
It's just an extra point. What do we got? I gotta say, I love Romeo's hair. Like, whenever he pulls off the helmet, it just like expands past where the helmet was. I love it. Yes. What a play by Romeo Dobbs. Woo! Thing of beauty. And now Anders Carlson on to take the lead with under 3 minutes to go. Carlson, it's good. 18-17, Packers in the lead. Under 3 minutes to go. All you need is love. That's right. We got everybody saying it. LeCebbles and Steven and Thomas. Yes. All you need is love. My goodness, Steve. Okay, be rock and roll. That's right. Now it's up to the defense. Under 3 to go. Under 3 to go. Get to Jameis Winston and end this garbage. Wow. What a drive for Green Bay. What a drive. Yeah. Oh, man. Love is becoming downright surgical on those goal line fades. When he sees one-on-one, you can almost bet the ball is going there. And he's getting better and better and better at it. Woo! Jacob, anything can happen to turn this game around. Go Pack Go. Jacob, you were like the first person in here to be positive
Right?
when things were going bad. Jacob for the win. Chris, oh yeah. Steve, I'm not showing that. Like that was Joey Badass time. Yeah, right? Joe Barry revenge season begins now. 18-17. Woo! All right, kick is in the end zone. Saints are going to start off with the ball on the 25. Get Justin Fields off my screen.
Right,
It's not his time.
Quarterback.
Come on. Goodness.
We got our own running quarterback.
All right. Yeah, Chris, I see what you and Steve are working on together. Everybody else can see. Geez. I appreciate the effort, you two. Oh. Carlson just half kicks the ball for 40 years. You know what? Yeah, let's have him kick in Green Bay until he's 40. I'm all about it. Jameis Winston dropping back in shotgun. Is that seriously complete? Michael Thomas with the catch. Gain of 5.
All right.
What's up, Jagabi? Gary for D MVP. No kidding. Coming up with the big plays at the right time. No kidding. All right, here we go. Shotgun snap. 2nd and 5. Winston rolling back. And caught. To Olave. Ballantyne in coverage. See,
trucker.
I know, like with Ballantyne not seeing the field now because of his biceps injury, it's just like we have Ballantyne on Olave. I like Ballantyne, but Ballantyne versus Olave is a major tilt towards the Saints side. I mean, it's just we orchestrate some better matchups. Some. Winston dropping back. No. There we go. Rudy Ford with the deflection. Nice.
Beautiful.
Nice. 2nd and 10 now.
Swat. Where's the? Basketball.
That's not Rudy Ford's vibe. But Rudy Ford, that's the kind of player he was last year right there. Right. Actually breaking stuff up. Love to see it. Nope. LeCebbles, last time GB was down 17 plus was 2018. Oh, was it really? That was a magic day. You want to talk about a reputation cementing day for one Aaron Rodgers. Although no one after the game is going to be standing there in a post-game prep conference going, my knee! Complete to Olave across the middle. That's going to be a first down for the Saints. Don't let Olave beat you now.
Y'all.
Come on.
Stop it.
Let's see.
4 seconds till the 2.
Chris, I think you're asking a question of versus the Bears. Like Hebels. Yeah, I fairly certain he's referencing the Bears comeback there, where Rodgers came out for the second half and led the whole comeback.
And we're officially at the 2-minute
Yards, Carlson.
for the fourth
Oh,
quarter.
Thomas. Okay, I get what you're saying. Carlson just half kicks the ball from 40 yards. I got you, Thomas. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it like 40 years worth because it
Right,
went
I'll take
on
him till
and
it's
on and on
40.
and on.
But yeah, that's
So-
because the dude, like Carlson, has the leg. We saw it in camp, especially. He's realistically, if the conditions are right, Carlson can squeak out a field goal in the high 60s, which is stupid, absurd. They're talking like NFL record type leg length. So in terms of like leg strength, how far he can kick it, 40 is not that much of a test for him. The test has been the last 2 years in college and camp, consistency in motion. And Carlson's, I've jinxed too many a Packer, but Carlson's doing good. You like Pebbles? Oh boy, here comes the pacing.
2
It's
minutes.
time to throw some extra coverage at Chris Olave, I do believe.
Keep them in bounds.
So rather than my knee, let's get Aaron Jones.
Miami.
Miami. Yeah. Problem is we haven't had anybody really come back from injury today. Everybody who left, or just never played at all. Thomas Carlson could kick over 60, I believe. Yes. There was one rep in particular in camp where I forget the exact yardage. I think it was 63 that he tried in camp, and it was good. And the thing was, it wasn't just good. It had a good 4 or 5 yards distance left on it. Like it didn't just go over the post. Like he cleared it from like 63, and it was incredibly impressive. I want to say it was in the low 60s that kick was, but yes, like Carlson has that kind of leg strength. And for the people who are wondering, like through camp, why are we sticking with Carlson? Because he has that, and it like can be a weapon, no doubt about it. Steve Plows. Oh, hey, Steve. Field goal coming. Unless we get a turnover here. Some positivity. But yeah, they're at the 32. So if they stall out, more than likely, yeah. And Taysom Hill, I think, still has the ball. Gets maybe one. Maybe. Brings on second down for the Saints. Time is a ticking. 1:47 to go in the game now.
Keep them in bounds, baby.
Mick, special teams block a field goal. Try, please. Yeah, especially without Jair, because oftentimes he's been the one coming in off the edge on field goal kicks. Be interesting to see how they're going to do that differently for a big field goal if it gets to that. Come on. 2nd and 8. Get a turnover. Winston in shotgun takes the snap, rolls back. All right, deflected. We're getting closer to a turnover. Winston, you're getting closer. 3rd down, 3rd and 8.
We'll get you.
Steven saying, either way, good for the team. Starters, backups, coaches, now drive it either way down their throats, right? Like, you've done the comeback. You've done the thing. Finish it. All right, 3rd and 8 for the Saints. Minute 15 to go in this game. Winston in shotgun. Empty set. Or no, he does have a running back next to him. I'm sorry. And then we got 3 off to the left, 1 off to the right. 3rd and 8. Winston screaming at everyone. Play clock is at 0. Timeout Saints, I'm going to assume. Yeah, okay. Looked an awful lot like that play clock got to 0 before timeout
Especially
was
because
called.
he snapped the ball and yeah.
Yeah, they're saying prior to the delay of game, the Saints got it in. Which
sure they did. Yeah. Of course.
let's see a replay of that, huh?
Right?
Let's see. Let's do the thing where they put the little play clock in the. Yeah, there it is. Exactly. What?
tenths of a second.
Well, it's true, right? Because once you see the clock hit 0, it's still counting down 0.9, 0.8,
Well,
0.7,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So, like, technically that's true.
I don't know.
All right.
I don't like it.
Third, Nate. Third, Nate. They're in shotgun again. One running back next to Winston. Winston takes the snap, drops back, fires, and
Brought
gives,
down.
complete to Michael Thomas. Darnell Savage with the remarkably clean tackle. And I think there we're going to have a timeout by one team or the other. Yeah, clock stopped at 1:08 to go. Okay, Packers took the timeout. So Packers hoping, obviously, to get as much time as physically possible if the field goal is made and they have, a 1-minute drive to try to come back with.
Matt LaFleur with a very kind and courteous conversation with the refs.
Mm-hmm. We had a suspicion that the baby Packers this year would find themselves in many a close game. Uh-huh. They are. Look at that. Come on.
Big gust.
46 yards. Minute 5 to go. Woo! Holy Minute 5 to go. He missed it wide right. J-Love saying now you can be loud on offense. Yes. Oh my God. He just pushed it right. He did. Yes. Steven, Chris, y'all are on to something. Yes, thank you.
Freddie, that was a beautiful stop. And a great miss by the Saints kicker.
Oh, yeah.
From the gods.
It was. Woo. Oh, man. Whatever everyone did today during the watch party, including tune into this little plug. Whatever you did, we got to do it again on Thursday.
Subscribing and liking and interacting with us. We love you.
Man, what a miss. Beautiful. Yes, I won't stop drinking my Mountain Dew. Good. Like Kebbles, God, I love this team. You are not alone, my friend. Wow. To come back from 17-0. What a win for the baby and hurt Packers.
So this is Jordan Love's first win at home.
Yeah.
Career home opener.
Yeah.
This is his first interception as QB1.
Yeah.
His first rushing touchdown.
Yeah. Yeah.
So a whole bunch of ups and downs, but it's great.
Hey, having a young quarterback, you get all the firsts. Right? It's like having a child, like first steps, first word. It's just incredible. Right. Oh, this is beautiful. We got dancing. We got major win with so many injuries. You are not kidding. Yeah. What a win for the Green Bay Packers. Scott, this live cast has been a lot of fun. Thanks, you, Scott. Really appreciate you being here. Check it out. I think I pulled the muscles up the brain. Man, there's another game Thursday. Like, you got to take care of yourself. Stretch, limber up. We're doing this all again Thursday night.
You'll just join all the other pulled muscles we got going on.
Get him on the injury report. Steve Butts, guess I was wrong. Hey, what a time to be wrong, though, right, Steve? We will take it. Need to drink to keep the platter. Whatever you got to do, Steven. And you know what? You and Chris coming up with all the limericks. Keep it up.
Right.
Keep it up. David, this makes up for last Sunday's fourth dump. Amen. Amen. This is how we do this. Lick Hebbles, Joey, Badass, Matt, Chef LaFleur, and Rich keeping my name out your mouth.
Just saying.
I
Just
love
saying.
it. I love it. Love hurts, love harms, love wounds, and harms any defenses. Yes, that's right. Steve, cheers, cheers, cheers. I gotta go refill before I get cheers, but cheers.
I don't know, Frank.
LeCables, pleasure being here with you all today, Packer family. Amen, LeCables. Thank you. And thank you for always keeping me abridged on injuries every week. I really appreciate that, man. Chris, goodbye. Thank you. Steven, now the legends need to grab feet on the kickoff. Hey, it can't hurt. Commando, G-Man, love it. Peter, all we need is love. Tonight, Jordan has shut so many haters' mouths. So proud of that kid he played with heart. You ain't kidding. Look at that.
And never stopped.
And look at that run, too. Like, Jordan put the team on his back. And a big, big win. Rocket, woo! Amen. Thomas, yes, to all the haters, amen. Thanks, John, coming in. Of course, thank you, David. Thank you for being here today. Rocket, Lambeau came to play today.
That's
Love to
right.
hear that. Love to hear that. Mick, do you broadcast Friday? Yeah. So tomorrow we'll be reacting to this game. Wednesday we'll be previewing Packers Lions. These are all pre-recorded shows. Thursday we will be live for Thursday Night Football against the Lions.
The entire time. Woohoo!
Amen. And then Friday will be a recorded video reacting to Lions versus Packers. So very, very eventful week. Looking forward to it. And Gabby, thanks for the coverage. See you on Thursday.
See you
Thank
Thursday.
you. Great win. And you know what? We out. What a win for the Green Bay Packers. Go help a loved one for good reasons today, everybody. Go enjoy this win. Thank you. Thank you so much, everybody. Thanks for joining us here. Have a great day today, everybody. I know we're going to go enjoy this win, but as always,
Go
Pack,
Pack, go.